We are live. Shit, man. I know we started late, but hey, we here. Fucking smoke out hour. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. We just here chilling backstage. You know, I know the picture up there. You know, but fuck, man. You know what I mean? Aiden gotta get it together. Aiden gotta get it together. And we'll start putting some better pictures of him. But yeah, man. It's shit. Without further ado, shit. Just bring it to the stage. Shit, right here.
What it do?
Cracking, man. Another smoke out hour. What's up, Gravy? What's up, Blow?
Shit, chilling.
Glad to be here.
I know it's a little late, man, but I had fucking some family business to tend to. You know what I mean? But it's Christmas time. A bunch of events. You know, you have to fucking go catch and shit. So, but yeah. But we're here. You know what I mean? Without further ado, shit, we're here no matter what. Without no fail, no missing, you know what I mean? No, it's not a no call, no show. I did put that shit on my I did put that shit in the community tab, so hopefully you guys check that shit out, you know what I mean? Left a little bit of a warning shot. Well, what's up, Gravy? What's cracking, man? How you doing, man?
Doing good so far. Glad to be with you guys.
Yes, sir, man. Shit, man, dog, I took a fucking tough fucking week last week, bro. That was a tough week for me in the pick'em last week. I was shit last week, bro. Oh my god, I'm in last place now, ladies and gentlemen. Last fucking place now. From being in first place the whole fucking time.
I told you it was bound to happen. Both of them, and then Blow's next.
That's what happens. That one fucking bad week.
I don't think so, bro. I think you got to understand something, man. I think I'm moving on up. I was in last place, but not anymore.
Oh shit, George fucking Jefferson. We got George Jefferson up in the building.
Moving on up to the chat. Surprise.
I want to see who you're getting all your picks from.
Hey,
what article you getting your picks from?
Who you texting?
I ain't texting nobody. My hands are right here, bro. Here you guys go with that.
You fucking texting, dog.
Hold on. Look at the pinky. Look at the pinky.
He owes a bookie some money.
Hey, yeah, I know what is happening. He's doing it like fucking Cool Kev. He's doing it with his fucking toe. That's what he's texting with. Fucking texting with his big toe and shit.
His pinky toe longer than his big toe.
Nah, but shit, yeah, man. I went fucking 8-9, bro, last week, bro.
What were you?
Let me see again over here.
Yeah.
No. Worse. I'm fucking crazy. 3-12.
I was gonna say that.
You were 3-12.
3-12, dog.
Wow.
The only games I won were the Browns, the Bengals, and the 49ers. Lost with the Packers, lost with the Dolphins. I mean, all of us lost with the Dolphins and Packers. We all lost with the Chargers.
We're probably not that far behind you, dude.
Yeah, because you guys, Gravy went 6-9, Low went 7-8. We all had losing records. It's just that I had a real
7-8. How's that? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
That's what he said. 7-8.
I lost 7.
Oh, you lost 7? Let me see who.
Yeah.
Who
I lost the Steelers, Raiders,
Raiders, Falcons,
Texans. So look, I'm going down the list.
Yes,
I'm going down the list. The way we picked them, I went down exactly the way we picked them. So I lost the Texans. So Steelers, Raiders, Atlanta, Texans, Chargers, Packers, and Miami.
Lions.
Lions
lost. Yeah, Lions lost.
Well, that's right. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, you pick both teams on each one, so it don't matter really. You decide.
Yeah,
you can be undefeated. You can be undefeated or lose 8 games. It don't matter.
Yeah, you and Low are you and Gravy are tied at 68 and 46 overall, and I'm 66 and 48.
You're way behind.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Two games back.
You were the winner. You're 3 games up.
I was up by 4 at one point, dog. Fuck, I'm down by 2.
You go 3-12. Fuck. Damn, Gabe. I thought
wow, that was horrible.
Usually we're the same.
Bro, I could fucking
the same team.
I think I could have my son pick the games, and you have a better fucking record than me, dog. Than last week. I swear to God. I don't think you could go that bad without fucking guessing, dog.
You know what's pissing me off the most? The pissed me off the most about last week is that Miami. I had a feeling Miami was just gonna just do some shit, but not to Will fucking Levitz, not to the fucking Tennessee.
That was the fucking Tyreek Hill fucking injury. That hurts him. You see how bad it hurts him.
Tyreek Hill got hurt, man. Made me miss the playoffs in my fantasy.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like he like that was a big time. Like you can see how much that hurts them when he goes down. But let me see. Let me get to the chat real quick. Raider Paul, what's cracking? JC Cardina, what's up, man?
Cardina,
your soul. What up?
Surprise.
Dark in the building, yes sir.
Get Omar
building. Rafa, ¿qué pasa, hermano? What's cracking, man? Arkham in the building. What's up, man? Salute. Live from Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Arkham is Las Vegas. He's trying to party right now with somebody.
Yes, sir. De Leon. Yes, sir.
What's up, bro?
What up, man? De Leon. Yes, sir, man. Everything's scandalous. De Leon is money. What's cracking? Raider P up in the building. Yes, sir. OG Raider. What's up, Omar?
G. Romero.
Right, Raider Romero. Yes, sir. Shit, man. I think that's it. That's it right there. Oh, Dolphins for life up in the building. Yes, sir. SoCal Sal up in the building. What's cracking, man? Yeah, man. It's cool to have everybody in the building here. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just so we can keep. So that way every time.
Only play Final Fantasy.
What's up, dog?
I only play Final Fantasy. Yeah, shit, man. I usually don't play games. Shit, I even fucking but you know.
I was telling low, bro. Gabe, have you ever heard of a defense? Have you ever heard of a defense scored 33 points in fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, you said it was 20 something.
I got 29.
Well, like I fucking shit.
Patriots.
I remember I think somebody last week got fucking like 30 points in my fucking fantasy league.
Yeah.
We have our fantasy league score a little different, but yeah, usually it's when they get those pick sixes. It depends on how you have the scoring set up, but like when you have a pick six, like in our league, that shit gives you literally like the points for the interception, which is 2 for the defense. Then it gives you another 6 points for the fucking interception. Then it gives you like for every 20 yards, it gives you a point in the return yards. So if it's like a long pick six, that one pick six could be worth up to like
motherfucking Saints.
13 points.
12
points.
Yeah. So the thing
New
is,
Orleans Saints got 33 points on defense. That's the reason why Eric beat me. Because of that.
Well, I fucking missed the playoffs. I won my game, but I needed either.
I lost.
Either no.
You were going good.
You and between you and Eric, I was that one was good for me because one of you needed to lose regardless, right? But I needed one more person in front of me to lose, and nobody did. That was some bullshit. I needed, and I think NorCal was, I forgot who he was playing, but if NorCal would have won, I would have sneaked in. Dog. But fuck.
Fucking SC, man.
And I ended up 23 points or 24 points behind Omar for that last spot. So we tied, but he ended up beating me by more points throughout the whole season. Like 24 points. He outscored me.
10 sacks. They sacked that guy 10 times. The Saints did.
Yeah, dog. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were booing Carr out the fucking building. No wonder they were booing his ass out there.
10 sacks. Jesus.
Yeah. It was on defense.
Shout out Mike G. Surprise.
Mike G. I was just going to say that.
Where's he at?
I miss Mike G, man. I miss Mike G.
Oh, yeah, Mike G in the building. Yes, sir. We got T209er. What's cracking?
Oh,
yeah, man. Shit, we got
Style. Raider Room. What's up, fellas? The Truth.
Yes, sir.
Dolphins for life. I don't know who Dolphins for life is, but he's here all the time. So shout out him, bro.
My prize picks didn't hit good. I mean, I hit 2 bets last week. I would have hit big on one if fucking Westbrook gets one more rebound. Oh my God!
Did you make any money on Draymond getting
Ejected. I should have put money on him.
Ejected.
That boy, that dude. Oh my god, bro.
That's rap for that guy.
I mean, I'm not the shit that he did yesterday. I mean, it happens, right? Whatever. No, it doesn't happen. But what I'm saying is like that by itself isn't what I'm tripping about. It's like this fool can't get right. He's like the fool from Life can't get right. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like every fucking time, like he just came back for 6 games. But we'll get into another, that topic another day. You know what I mean? Because that dude is just something else. But yeah, the Prize Picks though. Like if you guys haven't tried it, bro, go out and try that shit. Prize Picks. I think if you put I think there's a bunch of codes out there you guys could find. I think that one of them is like I forgot which one it is, but I'll put it in the community on my community tab later on. But it's Prize Picks. If you put if you deposit up to $100, they'll match your deposit and shit like that. So that's just clean though. I mean, I was with all that. I put all kinds of bets last week. Lost a lot, but still ended up coming out with with money. I lost a lot of those bets because you only got to bet a little bit to win money. So it's like it's pretty cool, though. It's a pretty cool site. But if you live in California, you could only do the pick'ems, which is higher lower with from any sport with the players. But yeah, you guys give that a try out. But shit, fucking without further ado, we'll get into the fucking picks right away, dog. Shit.
Before we move on, bro. Tomorrow, guys, I know we didn't do a show on Tuesday, and I didn't show up on Monday and stuff like that. But me and the guys, we're gonna do a pregame tomorrow about 4:20 until the game starts, and then we're gonna go right after into post game. So it's like right when the game's over, we're gonna jump on. So about like 8:15, 8:20, we'll be on ready to rock. So hopefully with some good news.
Get all your energy ready. You better bring some of that energy with you.
Yeah, no, man, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it big time. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be streaming on both channels before and after the game.
Adam Gase.
Yes, sir. What do you mean? Twitter Sports reports Adam Gase, Mark Davis had their second interview. We're going down bad. Hell no to Adam Gase. Adam Gase.
I don't even know who that is. No, I know who that is.
I don't know.
No, that's the other guy. That's the guy that picked up Wilson from the Jets.
I think that's probably the trolls because I don't think you can't interview until after the Super Bowl. That's like a new.
I don't think he's working right now though. I don't think he's working for a team.
No. And Gase was there. He was there. I guess last week. You know what I mean? In the meetings, him and a couple other coaches, but I don't think that'll be a bad move. If anything, he would be an offensive coordinator.
It's probably just like troll type shit like that. There's a bunch of that shit on Twitter though. Dog. Like there's a bunch of those shits on Twitter, and I just think that it's just. I don't think they'll have that distraction. I don't think they would have that distraction right now anyway. You know what I mean? Especially a guy that sitting in on those meetings when I'm pretty sure AP was the one that kind of wanted those guys in the meetings in the first place. So I think that like I don't think that they would have the distraction. But who knows? Like for me it's probably just a troll, but who knows how much truth there is to that. But
he had all those guys in the meeting, all that knowledge in the meetings, and he still didn't score no points.
Willie Wayne, yeah, that was crazy. And well, he had nothing else. Fucking, he couldn't say anything else in this fucking in his presser when he's kind of mentioned that it was
everybody's under evaluation. Everybody's under evaluation.
Yeah, of course, it was bad coaching, bro. Like what else? That shit was horrible. But
I ain't even over you.
Like when he fucking blatant lies to us and he fucking starts talking about, you know what I mean, fucking Illuminor being one of the best tackles in football and all this bullshit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't please. Like, I've been on your side this whole time, AP. And I mean, other than last week, it's just like, please, you're just starting to go downhill more and more. Don't be saying that bullshit. I don't want to be lied to like fucking McDaniels. You like literally say that fucking Illuminor is one of the best fucking tackles in the league. Like,
So okay, the get back about that is I think more along the lines of what he was saying is that from him going to right tackle to left tackle that's where, you know what I mean, where
like, that's what he said about Mumford, I think.
Well, Mumford actually, when Mumford came in
at Ohio State.
Yeah, even when I said that, when Mumford came in, I don't understand why he's not at left, right? Because we had Colton Miller and him coming in. Okay, him being at a guard because we're going to keep Luminor, cool. But I think he was along the line saying that Luminor is a tough guy and is probably one of the best in the league to go from right to left, do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's saying he's the best in the league. He's saying that he has some dog in him and shit like that. But
no, but he was also saying that he was like the best fucking lineman on our team. Like he insinuated to that shit.
But Luminor gets a bad rap, and not necessarily a bad rap, but he gets more like kind of the squeaky wheel type deal. Like him getting all these fucking fucked up flags at the wrong times makes him look bad. Overall, he's not getting but listen, but overall, he's not getting a lot of sacks. He's not getting certain things that are happening, a lot of pressures with him. You know what I'm saying? Now on the left side, it's kind of happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not traditionally left. You know what I mean? But overall, he's not a bad, I don't think he's starter caliber, but he's not like the worst. You see what I'm saying? We could have worse. We can have like the Jets offensive fucking line. You know what I mean?
He wouldn't be starting for no team in the NFL, even the worst team if they had him.
I just don't like Luminor. I mean, I might be.
What's the difference? What's the difference, though, of a sack and getting an offsides on a third and short play? There's no difference to me.
True, but that's one of the biggest things that his problem is. That's his only problem.
That's a big thing, bro. That's a big thing. I don't give a shit how many sacks you give up. You give up 20 sacks. If you give up 20 penalties and
because there's sometimes sacks that you're actually saving your quarterback, right? So sometimes you can actually like look at those and be like, but those penalties are just like, come on, bro.
There are inopportune times when we're moving the ball and stuff like that. And some of them, I'll give a couple of them on some bullshit. You know what I mean?
It's a 10-yard penalty. Some sacks aren't 10 yards, bro. Some sacks are 3.
You got to look at it. You got to look at it like this too. He has to fucking pump these guys up, bro. He has to be like, man, because look, DA's not fucking feeling good. What's the name's down?
Max.
Max is probably Colton. Jacobs, Colton, and fucking So he's running on fucking thin ice, bro. So anything that he's saying,
no Keenan Allen.
These guys, that's another good.
I'd rather have Brandon Parker out there than fucking Luminor.
So their offense is going to be. I think our offense is going to ball out tomorrow, just because. I mean, if they let that, they've been balling, so I can't say like, unless they do this or that, because they've been balling kind of all season. So I think with no Keenan Allen, no Herbert, so they're gonna struggle to move the ball. I mean, they're gonna put a heavy workload on fucking on Eckler, but I don't know how long that dude can last here, because I mean, he's the type of guy that's kind of he's very injury prone too, dog. And when he's kind of has to carry that whole load, that's when he kind of gets hurt. When they start feeding him the ball 20 times a game and shit like that. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be I think a big dose of Eckler tomorrow. But I think that's what we have to emphasize on stopping him, and I think we could keep them at, I think we're gonna have to keep them at a shit. Do we have to keep them at a goose egg to win, because we haven't scored in 6 fucking quarters? So
the thing is though, bro, what does Eckler do to the Raiders every time he fucking plays this?
200 plus and fucking about like 60 out of the backfield.
But they also have the threat of Keenan Allen, and because every time Keenan Allen kills us too, and then fucking and Herbert does too, you know what I mean? So it's like they have that threat when he's also there. So he does, kind of beat us up. He does kind of beat us up, but like I just have a feeling not have a feeling. I just think tomorrow is going to be with what's the guy's Easton Stick or whatever. Easton Stick and
who's that? Sounds like a cigar to me.
Sounds like a
Hey, you got one of those Easton Sticks, dog?
I think it just sounds like one of those fucking bats from the old days. Remember those best? Oh, the Easton Stick came out, dog.
Oh yeah, the Easton Stick. Oh yeah. the old bats, the Eastons, yeah.
The Easton stick, dog. The fuck. But yeah, tomorrow's be crazy though because there's a lot of hurt players. It's Thursday night football. Towards the end of the season, everybody's nobody's really 100%. It's crazy, bro. Tomorrow's gonna be. Let's see who can make it out there. Let's see because I know DA's more of a
it's an illness.
It was an illness, right? Yeah, it was
an
illness, and but for sure out is
he's sick of this shit.
Colton and James, they're out for sure.
But this is another thing you guys got to really look at too. We have the 9th overall defense, so
that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's tomorrow it's gonna be hard for them to move the ball. Like other years, I would be like, who knows? Easton Stick might be able to go, have a good game. I mean, that did happen, earlier in this year with fucking Bajan. But I just think that we came a long way since that game, like defensive wise. So, but I think that tomorrow, I think that it's gonna be a hard day for the Chargers to move the ball. But it might be a hard day. I mean. Shit, it might be a tough ass fucking day for us to move the ball too. So, my nephew said up here, dog. If you are betting on tomorrow's game, which we don't do over here, on YouTube, we don't bet. We just, we pick them. But if you are going to, dog, I would take the under for sure. Like if you live out of California or whatever, and you're betting on the game, I would fucking bet the under for sure.
So, highlight what Josh put right there. People say that Harbaugh.
People say Jim Harbaugh is old, 60. Look at Sean Payton, 59, 76. They one game behind the Queefs. Sad that our streak might end in our house. They ended the streak against Queefs. We're gonna be next. Shit sucks. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see at the end of the season. Hopefully not, because
I don't want to be at that
game. Man, come on, Josh. You gotta have confidence.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think age. I mean, for 60 years old, that's not an issue for me. Shit, I mean. Fucking Pete Carroll's 70 something now, and that fool looks fucking shit. He's still young at heart. So it's just like, and then if you compare him to Bill Belichick. I mean, Bill Belichick is around that age too, but he looks a little older. He moves a little. So I just think it's all with the coach how he looks, bro. I mean, but Harbaugh might 60, but he has his players out there energized. He has, he's out there still throwing the ball around. Like, he reminds me kind of a Pete Carroll type guy who's gonna go out there and throw the ball around with his guys and shit like that. Maybe a little bit more hard nosed, of course. You know what I mean? But just in that type of way, you know what I mean? He's still young at heart type of guy. So I don't think that's not a problem with me. His age ain't a problem because, I mean, with his history and shit like that. I mean, he only sticks around in places not for no more than fucking 4 or 5 years anyway. So it's like, I mean, that's kind of the reason why I don't want to bring him in. But I mean, if he could get us on the right track and leave us in the right hands, then I'm down for it. You know what I mean? So I'm down for whatever is going to leave us in the right hands or get us on the right track.
Man, I don't give a fuck how old you are. You can be 90 years old. You got that team in check. Shit, I don't care how old you are.
He's still banging cheerleaders.
He just looks like an old teacher, bro, and I'm cool off him.
You can have old ass Low out there. You can have old ass Low out there coaching the head coach. I don't give a shit. As long as he's winning.
I can see that happening.
But shit, let's
get into the older. Like, don't you have like Jesus dust, Bungie?
You talking about fucking diaper, him and his diaper and shit. He'd be out there with his diaper on.
What the?
We'll go on to the fucking
stick.
We'll talk more about the game right now. We'll break it down a little bit more.
432, 28.
Oh shit, we got somebody in the building. Now we got a guest in the fucking building. We got a guest backstage, dog. Let's see who it is. We had him on Raider Nation Live, but he hasn't been on Raider Gate 420 in a while. Shit, let's bring him to the stage. Fucking Pharaoh, what's cracking?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Hey, salute to the chat, salute to the nation, man. How y'all living right now, man? Hey, man, it's a whole lot. Do y'all hear about the? I know it's off topic, but Draymond Green, bro.
Oh my god, bro!
I just seen that clip, man. This dude.
Are you surprised? Surprise!
6 games back and doing it again. I added it again.
Is he like they suspended him indefinitely? Like
indefinitely, yeah.
For the team or the NBA?
NBA.
NBA.
The NBA did it.
Yep.
The NBA,
before the team.
Yeah, the NBA. Yeah, because they meted this. They had a meeting this morning. I was watching First Take this morning, and Stephen A. was like, kept repeating that shit. They're meeting right now, like about this shit. Like, yeah, right after a couple of hours, right after that shit. Yep, and it's fucking suspended indefinitely.
Crazy, because literally, if you see the clip, like he literally just turns around and just give him Mike Tyson knockout.
No
slap.
He's
slap.
like,
was it a slap? Because he just won.
He opened his hand at the end, but it was open-handed. But damn, bro, like that shit was no need for that bullshit. Like, come on, man, you're out by the 3-point line. You're not even in the block like they were talking about. Like, come on, bro, you're not doing like. That was just like his explanation after and everything.
Yeah. Like the Warriors are gonna do anything anyways.
I think that's the reason why he's doing this shit, because he knows that the team's struggling. You know, he kind of wants to, the easy way out type of shit. But I don't know. To be honest, like, or if they're like, if what they're alluding to, something might be wrong with the guy, like, internally, or off the fucking court. But we'll see, man. In time, we'll all know for sure. Well, it's gonna come out.
You know what's gonna happen?
Everything comes out.
Is that Stefan's gonna get tired of that shit and move on himself? What?
Well, they're already talking about trading Clay because it's his worst year ever.
Yeah, but that was like everybody's seen that coming from a mile away. Like, come on now. It's just they just didn't want to, they wanted to give them like lifetime achievement award contracts. Like come on, Clay was done after the injury. Draymond
free agent after the year, right? Because he rejected the 2-year, $48 million extension in the offseason, which right now is looking, I don't know if it's bad or good, but he rejected that 2-year, $48 million extension. So we'll see how that turns out.
You look good in the Laker jersey.
I was thinking about what was worse. Was it that what just happened with Draymond basically blatantly just trying to knock out a dude, or remember when Ron Artest, James Harden, where he acted like he celebrated?
That's worse. That was worse. That was Ron Artest. Literally, I don't know how fucking.
I loved when I
don't even know how Harden got up from that.
For Sacramento, bro. I loved when he played for Sacramento.
Yeah, but like, did you see when he elbowed Harden, Gravy?
Yeah, it was when he played for the Lakers. It's when he played for the Lakers.
Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit.
I used to follow him, dude. I used to follow him when he played at St. John's. Oh no, was it Rutgers or St. John's? Somewhere in New York.
Yeah, man.
He's the initiator of the fucking Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, Meta World Peace, man. He was wild, man. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Rebound like a motherfucker.
And the irony of changing his name to Meta World Peace.
Hey man, some people change, but hey man, this is a Raiders show at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, for real, bro. We'll get into the pick'em real quick. You know what I mean? We're just gonna pick the game. We'll have an honorary pick'em right here. That we're gonna just pick the games real quick. But we'll go first. We'll go through them quick though.
What happens if Pharaoh wins? What happened if Pharaoh wins, bro? You got Pharaoh wins.
Get a shout out. Hey,
man. Get a shout out next week.
All right, for sure, man.
Because they go, man, every time you get US game for the chat, you ain't coming in on a pick'em day, but you gotta come in on a different day. And Lo, you can't pick. Lo, you can't copy what Pharaoh says either.
Don't let me go first.
You are going first.
Okay.
You go first every time. Remember?
We kind of talked about this off screen because we haven't. I mean, we pick the Raiders every week, so that's kind of like it's just like not even it doesn't just to even pick the damn game. You know what I mean?
Well, hold on. I'm trying to win now. No, I'm just playing.
That's why all
I see what you're insinuating. Well, first game, Vikings Bengals.
Vikings, Bengals. Hold on.
I know.
Hold on.
That's your bookie. That's your bookie.
This is my bookie. I am watching the show Bookies, bro. Hey, I am watching the show called Bookies on HBO Max. This shit's good. This is good.
A guy on the side, dog.
Hey, you can't miss with HBO, man. HBO,
yeah. It's a good fucking show. I like it. It's with
which one?
Bookie.
Oh, okay.
It's called Bookie. It's with Sebastian Maniscalco or something like that. Some shit like that. He's a comedian.
Bookie your ass and pig. Bookie your ass and
pig.
Vikings Bengals, dog, real quick.
Vikings Bengals. They're actually
before you start. I know this is a tradition on the channel to show. So give me the heads up breakdown of what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna pick all the games, the winners. Like what's going on?
Yeah, just winner.
Yeah, just the winner.
Just
the winner.
Yeah,
just winners.
We'll throw the points. We'll throw the point spread around too, Pharaoh. We might throw the point spread like just the outrageous 10.
They have to draw.
Okay, I gotta pull this up. Then hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this up.
They have to pretty much right now. They got to draw to me in crayon and do like the number thing because I don't know how to do point spread.
No, my man.
I just try not to. I can do all kinds of other shit, but
just pick the winner. Basically. Pick the winner.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Red Sharpie for low.
7
and 6.
Okay. Low.
So both
7 and 6. Both teams are 7 and 6.
7 and 6, right?
They're playing Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Going Bengals? Okay.
Yep.
I'll go next. I will go also Bengals though, because I think that they got Mullins playing, but I just think that the Bengals have been playing good the last 2 weeks, so I'll go Bengals.
Yeah.
So okay. So you guys pick a game, and everybody got to pick who's gonna win or lose.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Cool.
So yeah, that's and Cincinnati's favored by 3 points. Just you guys want to know the point spread basically. But yeah, that's Gravy. Who you got?
Bengals to cover. Going with Brown. Mixon gonna have a day of his life.
All right. Well, I need him to because I have him on my prize picks this week. So I have him over, and it's an easy one. I think it was his over for receiving yards is like 25 yards receiving. So I picked the over on that one for Joe Mixon. But yeah, Pharaoh, who you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Bengals over Vikings, man. Vikings look terrible, but hey, Raiders defense made them look bad. So, but I think the Bengals are favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I'm on the ESPN app, but right here it says 3. But yeah, well, for sure, I think it's probably changed. It probably what side are you looking at it right now?
And it's at Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm taking Bengals.
Arkham put 100 on Bengals watching. I made it 3.5 real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So next game, with another two 7 and 6 teams. Steelers at Colts.
I'm going Colts.
No, you don't believe in Mitchell Trubisky?
I sure damn.
No, I believe in Mitchell Trubisky. What it is that like Steelers are playing like horrible shit. Oh, no, I believe in Minshew. I believe in Minshew.
In Indianapolis.
Minshew.
On the ESPN app, they're favored by 1.5. Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I'll go Colts too. I just think that they've just lost to two teams that were 2 wins. You know what I mean? Each. The Colts are playing pretty damn good right now. I think they're gonna keep it rolling. I'll go Colts. Gravy.
I'm Minshew all the way, bro. Minshew all the way.
Okay. Uncle Rico. Damn.
That's the only dude I never got rid of in fantasy was Minshew. I got rid of my whole team. I kept Minshew. Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't pick him up in the fucking
never.
The waivers. Nah. Who you got, Pharaoh?
Ooh, this one I think Colts right now they're favored by 2.5.
2.5.
Steelers have lost 2 straight. And you know what? I'm gonna be that guy, but I'm gonna pick Steelers, man. Mike Tomlin, somehow, some way, he always finishes with a
December is his month.
A winning record at the end of the season. So these are one of the games. Like, come on, like the Colts are going to be the Colts, man. The Colts, they're playing without Jonathan Taylor. I know that Zach. I think Moss he's playing well this season at running back.
Yeah,
but
he's been a good baller.
It is Minshew. Hey, he's gonna go. Hey, TJ Watt, that defense. I know they fired the offensive coordinator. Their quarterback they got hurt, huh? Kenny Pickett.
Yep. Yeah, Kenny Pickett, and they got Trubisky.
He was questionable for this week, but he
got surgery, didn't he? He got surgery. He's gone.
But he wasn't that good to begin with. He wasn't that good to begin with.
Yeah, for sure, for real.
He wasn't that good to begin with.
Unless Tomlin could go out there and play quarterback. I ain't going for Steelers.
It's just Mitchell Trubisky. Like Kenny Pickett wasn't good at all. I just think that Mitchell Trubisky has just been dog. Like
he was good against us.
And when did Pickett get hurt last game or 2 games ago?
2 games ago. So basically,
they went on that streak.
Yeah, Mitchell.
They'll most likely find a winning season out of it when he comes back next week, but he's not coming back this week, so that's why I think Minshew has that little bit. And the Colts defense is pretty good too, so don't sleep on their defense. So
they have the leading. Tackle.
I heard he had surgery and he's done for the year.
I thought they were able to get rid of Shaq.
Pickett.
Pickett.
So I don't want to say that I heard something about Kenny Pickett being done for the year, and then it's surgery. So it just matters if I was paying attention to the right guy or not.
Well, I know. Sherbert is, but
no, he was. He did have surgery, but he was estimated 2 to 4 weeks out, which is this makes 3 weeks.
Yeah,
because he's been out for 2 weeks already, so this makes 3 weeks on Sunday.
So he didn't just get the surgery; he got it 2 weeks ago.
He missed 2 games already, right?
Game and a half.
Yeah.
You know
he
what?
got hurt in Arizona?
It was a game and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick Steelers.
Okay. This is a good game right here. I mean, the Broncos have been, they've been on the rise pretty much. You know what I mean? They've won I think 6 out of their last 7 or 4 or 5 out of their last 6 or something like that. And then the Lions have been, I don't know, man. The Lions they started off great and shit like that. They've been pulling off a couple wins, but they have lost. You know what I mean?
What happened to that defense? What happened to that defense?
They are playing in Detroit though, but it's Broncos at Detroit.
So since I'm not cheating, me personally, like even though the Broncos are kind of on a little roll, me personally, bro, I think, and the way I'm looking at it, in Lions got them. Lions are gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah, even though like towards the end of the season they kind of fall off, but the Lions always do this. They lose a couple games that they're supposed to win. You know what I mean? And then they turn around and they're gonna make the playoffs this year. So I'm going Lions.
All right, I'll go second. I will go. Damn, I hate the fucking Donkeys, so I'm not gonna pick them. But at Detroit, I'll go Lions. I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going Lions. Crazy.
I think that Lions defense ain't gonna be able to hang, bro. I'm gonna take Denver on this one.
Yeah, Gravy, don't call me no more.
Hey, you gotta pick. There's gonna be upsets. There's always
gonna be. No, there is shit. Look at Monday night.
Look,
I think Detroit beat Denver's an upset.
I just picked the Steelers over the Colts with Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback. You know what I mean? But there's always going to be those games where you be like, man, they lost that game, they won that game. But this week, I think the Lions take it over the Broncos. They just lost a tough divisional game against the Chicago Bears. Mm-hmm. Actually, pretty bad. They lost 28-13. This is going to be a bounce back game for them at home. They're going to get it right. They're going to win the game.
That's what made me pick the Denver, was that they lost to the Bears.
Hey, the Bears are literally They come out on the graphic now. They're in the hunt for the fucking last playoff spot in the NFC now.
Oh, the Bears?
Two in a row, yeah. For the same record as us, 5-8.
Keep on winning. Keep on winning so the Raiders can get that draft pick.
For real. Let's see. Yeah, we all picked that game. Next game, Jets at Dolphins. I don't know how. I think Tyreek is gonna give it a go. I don't know how effective he will be. Because that shit did look ugly the way they tackled him, but they struggled without Tyreek, man. And the Jets played pretty damn good in the second half last week against the Texans. With all that said, I'm still taking the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm still taking the damn Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to come back, and I think they'll have a better game plan but the Jets do have a good defense. And I think did they already beat the Dolphins earlier this year, or it was a close game?
The Fins always have a problem with the Jets.
Yeah, it's a division game, so those games are always played tough. But I think the in Miami, I think that's what's going to make the difference. So I'll take Miami.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins too. I'm going Dolphins.
I'm not going to be fucking around like last week, though. Fuck that shit.
Miami.
Miami. Okay, you got Dolphins too.
That loss is gonna leave a sour taste in their mouth. They're gonna come back storming. Watch.
Yeah.
Is it a clean sweep? Is it a clean sweep?
Yeah. I'm definitely going with the Dolphins. Last game they played this season, I think they won 11-6. Okay. But yeah, I'm not taking Zach Wilson over.
Yeah, he'll have a game like that every once in a while, and then he just.
I know it's a divisional game, so I wouldn't even be surprised if it's going to be a close game. Last time they played, it was 11-6. So, it is what it is. But anything can happen. But I just can't. I can't pick the Dolphins. I mean the Jets over the Dolphins. So I'm going to go Miami.
Okay. Next thing,
oh, nice.
One team coming off of a big win on Monday night, and another team coming off of a big loss. Texans, another division game too. Texans at Tennessee, the Titans.
See, this is one of those games right there.
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries. Texans are dealing with a lot of injuries. I know what's his name's questionable, Nico Collins. I know Tank Dell's out for the season. So they're dealing with injuries. What's his name had a pretty rough game last week too, dog. With CJ Stroud without those weapons. So, but I mean, the Texans looked good last week. They didn't look good, but I know actually they did look good, man. Levis looked good. Hopkins looked like Hopkins. You know what I mean? They found something in Tajay Spears, dog. You know what I mean? That dude's playing pretty damn good. And shit, dog. That's a tough game to pick right there.
Even though I'm
Levis got to work.
That's what I said. Yeah. No, that's what Levis, Hopkins, those guys are playing good. Henry, they're all playing pretty damn good. But shit, bro, like the Texans have been that surprise team this year.
Because
is Stroud hurt? Is CJ Stroud hurt though?
That's what
he's on the injury report. He's on the injury report.
Tennessee's favored.
Yeah, and I was just, even though I have a feeling that every time when I pick the Titans, they lose.
I think CJ Stroud is hurt, man.
I think so too. There's no way. I don't think there's no way that his weapons. When you look at the money line, when you look at the money line, when you look at Vegas money line, that will tell you really like, okay, there's a real good chance that CJ Stroud's not going to suit up this week.
All right, just to give y'all the heads up before y'all make y'all picks. CJ Stroud is still in concussion protocol.
Yep.
Yeah.
It won't matter.
He suffered a injury at the end of that game.
So even though I was kind of pushing back, I've been liking the Texans the way they've been playing this whole year, especially with Stroud.
Was it Davis Mills, the backup?
Yeah. Mills. Yeah, I'm going Titans. Okay. And I got a big X by it because I have a feeling this game's going to bite me in the ass. I don't know why. But
I mean, they're still up until Friday because they'll I mean, if CJ Stroud's able to, those lines could change real quick. You know what I mean? Because if CJ Stroud gets a full practice, if he gets cleared, that could change real quick. But I mean, we're picking on Wednesday, so Right now, I'm gonna go Titans because I not a lot of guys cleared protocols in 1 week, so I'm going Titans.
Me too.
Did you see how CJ Stroud got hurt too?
No.
It was like a sack where he was falling backwards and his head just slammed. It just snapped back and hit the
turf.
The turf.
Yeah, those are the worst ones.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, he ain't playing. If he hit the back of his head, I don't think they're gonna keep him out for a week.
They said he's made improvements, but he's still in concussion protocol. But it's still like in the middle of the week. You really don't know until like what?
Yeah, yes, tomorrow and Friday.
Friday.
We going, Farrell? What are you thinking? You think he clears or not?
Titans just won on Monday night.
They are going on a short week.
If CJ Stroud was healthy, I'd probably pick the Texans, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go Titans. I'm gonna go Titans.
Okay. So next game, shit. There's some pretty damn good matchup games this week, man. This is another game where both teams are fighting for playoff spots, dog. I mean, they're both under 500, but Buccaneers and Packers, bro, at Green Bay. Buccaneers coming off of a big win, Packers coming off of a big loss. Green Bay right here on the ESPN app is favored by 3.5.
Is it in Green Bay or
in Green Bay?
I'm going Packers.
It's cold to the mother over there, bro. The Tampa Bay dude.
Yep.
Is Aaron Jones finally going to be back? I know he missed that Monday Night Football game. Or was it Sunday night? It was one of the.
Yeah, he missed Sunday night. No, well, he missed Monday night too, right?
Was it Monday? I think.
Yeah, Monday. They had two Monday night games. It was a double feature on Monday night. Yeah, it was they got. But
everybody
was
watching the Miami game. Everybody was watching Miami except for Green Bay.
Miami against who? Miami play?
New York.
Lost to.
Was it in New York?
Miami lost to the Giants or Green Bay lost to the Giants? Green Bay lost to the Giants, right?
Yeah, Green Bay lost to Giants.
And they lost to the Titans. Yeah, and then what's the name? Lost to the Titans.
Yep.
The Dolphins lost to the Titans. And but this game right here, the Bucks Packers, bro. The only thing is like, let me see what is weather looking like for fucking Sunday. It's
hella cold.
34 degrees. I mean, Baker's played in Cleveland for a while. It's cold as hell. It's cold as shit too, man. But
he forgot about that shit. He like it in Tampa.
He's like that.
He's used to that Florida heat, humidity.
Yeah, Oklahoma and shit like that. Oh damn, this is a good game to pick. I kind of want Tampa Bay to win just because that same shit. But I'm gonna go with because like last week. I'm trying to fuck up, but damn. He's a tough one.
Baker Mayfield.
Love.
You went Packers.
Jordan Love.
You love Jordan, bro. Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I said I wasn't gonna pick Baker no more. I'm gonna go with that. Fuck it, Packers. I was gonna pick him right now too. Fuck. If it comes back and bite me in the ass, fuck that shit.
Think about it. Baker Mayfield, Curtis Mayfield, great music.
Oh, the homie Junior in the building. What's cracking, JR? He's a Titans fan. He went with us to Tennessee last year. We went to the Titans. We went over there to Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Our Tennessee fan.
Yeah.
The homie.
Sub
cracking. Who you got? Who you got, Gravy, on that one?
Green Bay.
Bucks, Packers. You got Green Bay? 34
Yeah.
degrees, dog. That's just cold as hell, man. And coming from Florida, I don't know how they're gonna react to that shit.
Like when we get up in the morning, like in the morning time low over here, when we get up, it's like 7, 8. It's that way tops all day over there.
Yeah.
The hottest part of the day is 38.
Oh yeah, the game starts at 1:00 over there, and it's gonna be 34.
So
That's the middle of the day, 34 degrees, bro. That shit ain't gonna get any warmer.
That's it.
Matter of fact, it's probably gonna get colder. But who you think, Farrell?
I mean, looking at Green Bay, they looking pretty beat up right now.
Jones is out.
Jones, he returned in limited fashion today.
He ain't doing nothing anyways this year. Yeah. Anyways.
AJ Dillon was out today. Christian Watson didn't practice. They got multiple, key offensive starters. You would think in a cold weather game, you think the run, team's gonna lean on the running game. That's their top two running backs that we just mentioned. That might miss the game, might play, might not play.
Watson good.
I'm gonna stick to what I said. Every Sunday, there's always gonna be upsets. So I'm gonna go Tampa Bay over Green Bay.
Woo! Is Watson good?
Watson's out on injury. He did not practice. Watson, wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
Dude that ran for that 4.2 in the draft.
Yeah.
That everybody hyped.
What was he? Fucking like 6'4"?
6'4".
Yeah, the Meek stole that shit from him.
Unofficial 4.2.
The Meek just stole that shit from him.
Yep.
That's a highlight of the season right there for me.
Loaded on that motherfucker though.
Back-to-back seasons, Meek might have had the best plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 2022, he had the fumble return.
Oh yeah, he had the. Was it a pick six this time? Yeah, right.
Well, no. This season he had that where he climbed the ladder and got that interception to end the game.
Yeah, to end the game. I like Spillane's plays too. I like Spillane's plays too.
I like Spillane. If we're talking about last season too, the Chandler Jones was crazy. We're talking about last season as well.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
Mac every year, I just think we kind of like, he's always having plays, but it's just like, you know what I mean? That's him. It's just normal. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that one thing where you're kind of like cursed by being so good sometimes, you know what I mean? It's kind of that type of shit where, you know what I mean? But it's, other guys are going to get that chance. It's just more, they're not, it's out of the ordinary type of shit, which, like you said, I mean, Amik did it last year, credit to him. But, having Spillane come in here, with question marks, you know what I mean? With especially question marks about his coverage skills. You know what I mean? He came in here and then did.
Hey, Mike G, man.
Just think, Gabe. In the beginning of the season, we were talking about Spillane missing tackles and shit. Remember he was doing all that missing tackles?
Yeah,
totally changed linebacker now.
I mean, Spillane, dog, that dude, that jersey's already.
He said, "Don't respect Curtis Mayfield."
Don't disrespect Curtis Mayfield. See, but you guys didn't let me finish. I was saying Curtis Mayfield, right? But then you think 50 Cent is cold. You know what I mean? Curtis. No, I'm just fucking. I'm high.
Still don't match up.
I'm just fucking around, bro.
Giants are coming off a big win, but the Saints have been struggling on offense, but their defense is solid. Giants at New Orleans.
I don't know, man. DeVito. I don't know, man.
Oh, it's Danny DeVito's nephew, dog.
Hey, you see? Did you guys see his
3-game winning streak?
3 games.
Is it 3? Yeah, 3-game winning streak.
They about to lose the draft pick.
3-game winning streak for the Giants, dog. I mean, they're playing pretty damn good for fucking. DeVito since they lost to us. I think they won. They won every game since they lost to us.
Well, Ben out.
He might come back this week. I know on fantasy that he had projected points, so this was the year. I guess this is the week that he's supposedly coming back. I don't know if he'll be activated off the IR, but
week 15, he finally comes.
I don't know how much that'll make a difference. I don't know how much that would make a difference anyway, to be honest. But I'll go.
He had a hurt hamstring for 3 years. How the fuck does that happen?
I'm saying that the Saints are gonna win.
I pulled my hamstring. It takes 3 years to recover.
Last time I picked them, it hurt me, but I'm gonna pick them. Saints. No.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm seeing it, but I'm going Giants. I'm going Giants.
Oh, there you go. Take your risk finally. You're going against the grain.
Well, now, like, I mean, so when I pick Carr and the Saints, I'm like 3-1. They finally won one for me last week. No, it's not going to happen again. So
I pick up.
I'm glad you changed up. I'm glad you changed up because I was about ready to call you Wi-Fi low.
Nah, but I picked them and they fucking lose. And then when I don't pick them, they win.
I feel like moving up north too.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't really.
Wi-Fi.
Is Jameis playing? Is Jameis playing?
No, it's Carr. It's Carr. But who you got, Gravy? Who you thinking about, Gravy? What you thinking? They're playing at New Orleans, so in the dome. No weather. No, don't have to worry about no weather.
No defense got the Saints.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go off the block. I'm gonna take the Giants, dude.
Okay. Coattails.
I ain't gonna go all because they scored 33 points on me in fantasy.
Coach Coattails over here. I got you.
He's trying to stay tied, huh?
Ain't no way a defense scored 33 points and beat me in fantasy.
New Orleans favored by 6 on this app.
That app is wrong. Very wrong.
Watch me lose this game.
Probably will. See, it was all set.
It was a
I
wasn't listening to you. I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, Giants at Saints.
Man.
Farrell, look.
Farrell want to go with the Giants too. Man.
It's because I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching the Saints. I've been keeping tabs. I'm trying to see like
y'all are.
I'm not gonna. I think everybody Raider Nation, whether they admit it or not, they're kind of like, okay, we'll see what's Carr doing. Is he improving? He got a new situation. Is he doing his thing? And
I heard
it looks bad.
A shoulder injury and 3 fractured ribs or some shit like that.
It looks bad. Even though they won, I think they won last week, but I felt like watching the game, their offense, it just not look right, man.
With the Saints, yeah.
The Raiders' offense is in way worse shape, but they have issues as well.
I think this is the week that they make.
You know what? I wouldn't be. I think I'm gonna go Giants. Let me go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Gabe, that's your game breaker right there, Gabe. That's your game breaker. You're gonna go 2-13, and that's your third game right there. 3.
You know, I'm gonna go Saints. I got 2 upsets already. I got 2 upsets.
You can't change up.
I got Saints.
You try to be like that.
So Farrell can change up and I can't? What the fuck? He's a guest. Oh, shit. Here we go. I'll put this shit together.
I know this. I've been seeing that shit.
You came late. You came late.
That shit on all the shorts, everything, bro. Like they do not like. They're starting to not like Carr over there too. I mean, did you hear the boos when that one? Forgot what play it was when he came in, when he checked into the game or something like that. Like he was like, because I guess what's his name that came in, Taysom Hill. To throw the ball right and completed the pass, and then Carr came in and they fucking booed the shit out of him.
Yeah,
it's like I think this is that's why I think the Saints are gonna. The only reason I think the Saints are gonna, because I think he's gonna struggle early and they're gonna make that move this week.
Shit,
I have that feeling they're gonna make that move. They're gonna go to Jameis by halftime.
If Taysom Hill don't get paid as much as he does, I'll take him for the Raiders quick.
It's just too much money. I think if they make that move, it has to be something to do with injury.
But see, this is the thing, though. You got to really look at it. What was it like 2 years ago? They were like $70 million over fucking cap. They got rid of Sean Payton and everything. They got rid of everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a
that
fuck.
shit looked ugly last week when the offensive lineman was trying to get like into a scuffle with him and shit.
What is the Saints ownership? What do they own? Like outside of obviously the Saints, like they got money. Like what kind of like where's that money coming from?
I have no idea. Not sure exactly, but yeah.
You got the Rams. They. You know, owners married into Walmart money.
Yeah, right.
Rams got money out of, but I'm trying to figure out like Kraft. You got Kraft. You know that the name is self-explanatory for the Patriots.
Massage parlors, right?
Hey man, can I do sound effect? Hey, that deserves a sound effect right there. That deserve.
Gail Benson. I guess she's like into like biotech. I guess that's where they make their money. The owner of them, like,
okay.
A biotech investor, I guess.
Oh man,
a billionaire, Gail Benson.
So now you know why his team sucks, because it's the first time I ever heard that was the owner.
Billionaire Gail Benson.
And they got a playoff spot.
Well, they're all battling. They're all tied. I think 6 and 7, right? Falcons, Saints, and Buccaneers. Buccaneers are in first because they have
OJ, that's a good idea. I'm gonna get the Charlie Murphy laugh on there too. That's a good one.
That was a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, they're all tied for the 3-way tie for first in that division. They all have the same amount of losses.
Jeez, are you serious? No, Carolina has they're 1-12.
They're the only ones that are at the bottom. But but Falcons, Buccaneers, and Saints are all tied at 6 and 7.
ATL won last week, right?
Yeah, so they're all.
No, they lost.
No, they lost. They were at 6 and 6 in first place. So them losing and the Buccaneers winning. The Buccaneers jumped them, but they're all tied. They're all tied with the same record because the Buccaneers have a better, I guess, division record or something like that, or they have the head-to-heads, I guess.
Are y'all keeping record of like the whole season from the picks that you made? Who's winning?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
I had a horrible week last week. I was in first the whole year. Last week caught me in last place.
It's close.
It was by one game each week, Pharaoh.
Okay. No, it was first.
I was up by 4 at one point. I was up by 4.
It was like 3 games. Gabe was up like 4 or 5 games, and then it went down. 1 week I had a real great week, and then Gravy copied everything that I did, and then he had a good week. You know what I mean? And then he was complaining, whatnot. So then the next week,
we had to regulate this dude because he would pick the same team twice. He was picking. I want Pittsburgh. I want Detroit instead. As soon as we started talking about it, like switching up.
Overall records are Gravy and Low tied 68-46, and I have 66-48 because we started taking like a week 5.
That's close. It's competitive. It's going down the wire. So
66-48, 68-46.
Yeah.
Okay. $100 pot, bro.
Yep.
And I had a 3.
Oh, okay.
I had a 3 and 12 week last week. That was the worst week I've ever had. 3 and 12. I went last week. That's what had me in last place.
This might be better than fantasy, to be honest with you. Picking each week the games. It's not better than fantasy.
I think so. I like this better. You know what I'm saying?
And I not if you're in the playoffs in fantasy. If you're not in the playoffs in fantasy, pick'ems are better. But,
we both missed
but both in one. both in 1 year, pick'ems and fantasy. That's the top. That's the top.
I fucking knocked out of my championship spot.
Like a 3-way.
So there'll be a new champion this year.
I'm in the constellation round and my own fucking fantasy. I ain't gonna get shit,
bro.
The commissioner fucking got left out of the playoffs. Only 6 spots, dog. That's 6 spots. It's tough to make the playoffs when it's only 6 spots. Only half of the teams make it.
For the Saints, just because the Saints defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 33 points. They got. Well, I lost the championship 2 years ago because of fucking Alvin Kamara, 6 touchdowns. So
I had Alvin Kamara.
How that feels.
What was the last year? I think it was last year. I was in 4 leagues, and I lost $1,800 over a total of 3 points. And you know who fucked me? Chase. It was Chase. Chase fucked me in 2 leagues, bro. I was in the last game of the season. He scored those 50 fucking points and killed me. On one end was like 2 point whatever, and then it was like 0.89 points. I lost $1,800, bro.
Damn.
Tyreek hurt me last week, too. I got Tyreek in all my fantasies.
Oh man, whoever got Tyreek Hill, man. Gravy, you got Tyreek Hill. That's But it's always that one player that year that just dominates fantasy. Whoever got him is just like you have a really good chance.
The guy that's keeping me, the guy that got me in the playoffs, which was we were tied for first place, but we were all 9 and 5, but it was 3-way tie for first. But I ended up by points not getting first place because right there in that league, first place also like first place for the season gets money. They get $100 for the season, just for ending up in first place for the whole season. But I missed it by points too. Fucking, but in that league, I'm playing my brother this week in playoffs. So one of us is gonna be kicked out.
Oh, y'all talking shit for sure.
Oh,
yeah, hell yeah! I already called. He called me this today for some other bullshit, but I just had to. I had to mention to him, get ready to lose this week, motherfucker. But he has a better team right now, dog. Fuck, that fucking guys have been hurt. I lost so many guys. I lost fucking beginning of the season. I lost J.K. Dobbins. I lost Mark Andrews. I lost fucking the guy that's. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The guy that's been keeping me in playoffs and pretty much tied for first place is Christian McCaffrey.
Shit, he lost Andrews. He lost Andrews, Burrow, and Chase in one game.
In that other league, yeah, and Tank Dow.
In 2 games in 1 week.
That's why I missed the playoffs in the Gravies League because I lost all of those guys.
Ain't it crazy? Like today's NFL, like small receivers are like pretty much the best receivers in the league. Like
the Tank was balling, man.
The Tank Dells that are, you could tell like he's gonna probably have a good career. I mean, if he keeps it up, stays healthy, you know what I mean, and gets better. Like the Antonio Browns, obviously. Tyreek Hill is basically he's playing like the best receiver in football. You know what I mean?
And Jordan Edelman.
Defense.
I mean, Tyreek was a smaller receiver too.
Yeah, defense are getting so difficult now, and some of the like linebackers are kind of being hybrids and stuff like that. And the way they're playing the ball, the only way that you're gonna get the fucking ball out is fast guys over the middle, crossing routes, pick plays and shit like that, and that's leaving them open because what's happening is most of the defense is gonna kind of push up. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe have that one guy over the top. That man-to-man crossing routes, you're getting burnt all the fucking time. That's all that's happening. So these speed guys are coming in, especially with that speed. You give them the ball like fucking with like a yard in advance and stuff like that. Boom, they're gone up the sideline or cutting back. You know what I mean? That speed is killing defenses. So you see that, like you kind of seen it, kind of little by little, kind of getting to that point. You know what I mean? But it's like I think that's what we're missing, bro. A lot of the speed under the underneath routes, and then what's happening when you go in underneath and you have that other guy's speed, you can go over the top with them. With the bigger receivers and stuff like that. Give that 50-50
become that guy.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. They're looking for more speed, bro.
And the rules have kind of favored the offenses, so it kind of favored these smaller receivers to get off.
Exactly.
But that being said, defense is kind of caught up to the offense, low key. Quarterbacks don't have as big as numbers as they did in years past, or as recently as the last few years. If you look at like the numbers, they're kind of down a little bit. We just witnessed a 3-0 game. The last time 3-0, and then we were talking about the Jets and Dolphins earlier. The last time
half of my family was at that game.
11-6, you know what I mean? Like it's been some low scoring games. Like it's defense is super athletic. They're catching up. Yeah. And we'll see how it goes, but
they can't get hit anymore.
I mean, offense is still great because I mean, you do see the Dolphins, the Dolphins of the and shit like.
Mic's off.
Your mic's off.
Did you unplug it?
So y'all stopped at the Saints? Is that you don't do all the games? You just do some of the games?
No.
We do all the games. We just talking about football now.
Yeah. We went into the next game, Falcons Panthers. So I'll go first on this one. I just think Panthers I think they're just trying to hand the Bears the first overall pick, but I'm going Falcons.
Me too. I like the Falcons, man. I like the Falcons. That down game last week, man. I'm with what they're doing. I think Ritter's he's gonna pan out. He's still young. He shows more. Yeah, he shows more. Higher ceiling than what people are saying about him. He's athletic, but he just doesn't have people around him. Atlanta, Carolina.
At Panthers. At Carolina.
And I don't know why they're not using Bejan, man. I don't know. They got this running back so high. I don't know why they're not using him.
So like Bijan, and then but when they do use him, it's situational and stuff like that. He might be a little banged up coming into this. But what I'm saying is, just hear me out. Stop shaking your head. Let me just hear me out. They don't really.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
No, but this is not agreeing.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, why aren't they using it like that?
Well, they're not using him
before you say anything.
He's probably a little banged up, and they're getting him used to the stuff. Plus, they don't have a good quarterback, and they don't want to just put everything to him. God damn it, Gravy. They don't want to give him just completely the ball and just get him worn out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they don't know what they're going to do with quarterback. So you see Pitts out there that's actually doing some shit. You know what I mean? So they want to get that going before they get him all banged up. That's what the other running back that they got, bro. He's not doing too bad. I think
I think the Falcons though been carrying them though is their defense though. Their defense has been I think the addition of Jesse Bates. I mean, their defense has stepped up this year, bro, and it kept them in a lot of games. I just think that they're getting a little bit better here and there. They're like on a little roller coaster type season too, though. Like they'll win a good game, they'll look good one game, and then the next game they'll just lay an egg or something like that. But I just think this game in particular, I just think the Panthers have been struggling. They're trying to find an identity, but I just think that the Falcons are fighting for that spot. They're all tied for first place basically in the division. I just think that they have more to play for. I'll go Falcons.
But you're saying people doing anything. Pitts, about time Pitts has done something.
Yeah, but
he did shit since his first year.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. Who they have as a quarterback? Mariota. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mariota should be getting it to his tight end.
Yeah, but
Mariota's backup in Philadelphia right now, right?
Is he?
Yeah, Philadelphia. Their backup, Atlanta's backup was fucking Heineke.
No, I'm saying now, but last year when Pitts, this is going into his third year or second.
Oh, Mariota was there last year.
Yeah, last year, and that was when they had Pitts. They had Kyle Pitts, and then everyone was saying like, oh, because he had the connection with Waller, yada yada yada, so forth. So, I mean, regardless of wherever he's at, I'm just saying that's why Pitts really didn't do anything, but he still put up numbers last year with Mariota. That was his number one receiver. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, as far as going on right now, the quarterback course, especially with Ritter not really playing the way he's supposed to be playing. I mean, he struggled, bro. That's 7 losses. So,
yeah. Who you got? Falcons, Panthers? You got Falcons, right? You say Falcons?
Yeah, Falcons. Falcons. Yeah, Falcons.
Put me down, Falcons.
Yeah. What do you think, Farrell?
Panthers are terrible, man. They're so bad, man. It's a dumpster fire. Like, I feel bad for the QB, man. I thought.
Yeah, I did too, man.
I like this game. I like him coming out. I know that he was pretty small, but it seemed like he's gone to a team that's pretty dysfunctional with that owner, Tepper or whatever his name is. But yeah, Falcons.
Okay. Yeah. This game right here, this is a game that the Bears are coming off of a fucking pretty damn good win, and so are the Browns. The Browns have been on a roll. I mean, with Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco has been. Did they move him back to the practice squad?
That's it. He shot his wad. That's it. He done.
After throwing two straight games with 3 touchdowns plus and 300 yards. Like, damn, that's pretty fucked up. They just kick him back to the curb. But Bears at Browns. I still seen him at projected points in fantasy, but so I don't know like what the deal is right there. But I still did read earlier this week that they had sent him back to the practice squad.
I don't know about y'all, but I like Fields.
I was gonna say the same thing, but
they're on a roll.
But he's been so fucking inconsistent. I would love for Fields to come to the Raiders, bro. You know what I mean? I know me and Gravy put him on last year when we were figuring out what we were gonna do, and I started really looking at his film and shit like that. And I like him, bro, but he's way too fucking inconsistent, bro. He's just way too inconsistent for me.
Browns could be reverts back to practice squad. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying it's just a little too inconsistent for me. I think this is going to be a good defense for him to actually like staple himself into something, but I don't know, man. I just have a feeling Browns are gonna win, so I'm going Browns.
I see time range. Okay, that's a different report right there that Mike G was saying. So I don't know. I'm like, that one was from 2 days ago that they reverted him back to the practice squad and could sign with any team. But then right there it's saying Mike. I don't know if Mike is trolling, but it says Flacco named starter for the rest of the year.
It don't matter. Chicago's gonna win.
You got Chicago?
Yeah.
The Browns. I'm going Browns. Because I just believe in the Browns defense, bro. Like that, I just think that they're good, and because they've been winning with whatever quarterback has been playing behind center. So I'll go Browns. Who you got, Lo? You got Bears? Or Gravy? Who you said, but you got Bears, right?
I got Bears.
They're playing at Cleveland, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Who you say you got, Lo?
Browns.
The Browns.
The James Browns.
This is my come-up game right here.
Could be. Who you think, Farrell? Bears on a little roll. Browns.
You looking at stats?
Okay. Because when you mentioned that Flacco, what the heck?
Kosar. He said Bernie Kosar starting.
What's up? Might as well. You got Flacco out there. You might as well bring Bernie back.
No. I'm like,
I know DTR.
Because I thought that was interesting. If you said Joe Flacco, after playing well last 2 games, and their quarterback situation, they're beat up over there. They had like four different starters the entire season. They still find a way to win. I'm gonna pick the Browns, but I didn't get
it either.
Joe Flacco's back on the Cleveland Browns practice squad despite being named the team's starting quarterback for the rest of the 2023 season. This has been
That's weird.
What?
I have no idea. Now that's what's tripping me out too. Like, how you in a practice squad?
Okay.
So he could sign with. So somebody could pluck him out of their team because since he's on the practice squad, he's eligible to sign with another team. So are they trying to like use him as bait? And if not, just start him.
Like put him on a practice squad so nobody.
Is that a technicality? Like, is the fact that he reverts back to the practice squad?
Yeah, because as soon as
you send him back down to the practice squad,
you can
so he don't go on waivers.
No, when you go back, you can
team can pluck him. A team can pluck him, but if he said, "Hey, you're going to be the starter over here," all right, move him back up to the active roster.
So the only other quarterback that they got right now, basically on their website, is DTR, and he got banged up.
How is he not signed to the roster? Like, that don't make any sense. All
I know that if they do bring him back up, I know that once you get called up from the practice squad twice, that means you have to stay with the team for the rest of the year. So I think if they call Joe Flacco back up again, like by if they have him starting, like they say in that report, that despite reverting to the practice squad, he's still the starting quarterback for somehow. So I don't know if they call him back up, if they're seeing if any team's just gonna re-sign him for this week, and if nobody does, he's just gonna remain on the team for the rest of the year.
You see, I was thinking the same thing Loon was saying right now. He's probably the emergency quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Who, Flacco?
Yeah.
But
he started
2 straight games with 300.
He started, bro.
They're on their emergency quarterback, bro.
Well,
DTR's hurt.
DTR had a concussion or something like that, right? He had got a concussion, and I think that
I almost feel like the NFL does this to create this like
narrative.
Yeah, this weird situation now.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like that's unheard of type shit.
Like almost a script, kind of.
Hey, bro, he's I know I picked the Bears, but he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, man. He still got a little bit of that in him.
He
got a good defense, man. The Browns got a pretty good defense.
He hasn't lost no power on that throw or anything like that.
He was on the couch for about 2 years.
But
you got Cooper. You got Cooper over there. Cooper got hurt.
Yeah.
You got EJ.
We know Fields is a mobile quarterback, right? So then, how's the Brown defense played against mobile quarterbacks? They played against the Ravens at least like twice, right?
Yeah.
Not sure exactly, but I know that they're a good defense. I mean, you got Garrett over there. You got some good ball. You got some good players over there.
The Ravens beat them.
Mo Hurst had a good yeah.
They beat them 28-3 earlier in the season. Seahawks beat them 24-20. But Geno, he's more of a pocket passer, but he could, get out the pocket.
He can move.
He can move a little bit. Broncos beat them 29-12. We know Wilson can get out the pocket. Not as much as he did.
Barely.
Oh
man, you know what?
Fields is super.
It's 4 losses.
Super runner, bro.
They have 5 losses, right? The Browns. Yeah, the Browns are 8-5, and then the Bears are 5-8. So they have the opposite record, pretty much.
I'm going Bears over Browns. Upset.
Nice.
Okay.
Ain't no upset. They got Flacco.
Next game, I think.
It's in Cleveland.
The Chiefs have been struggling, and they're playing in Foxborough.
Hey, Browns got defense though.
They do.
Bears got Fields.
They do. That's the reason why I picked them, because
he gonna run around. He gonna run around that defense all day.
I know.
He'll get 100. He'll get 100 some yards rushing.
That's what I'm betting on, man. That's what I'm betting on.
So Foxborough. Well, the Chiefs don't really care about no weather, so it don't really matter. 38 degrees, game time weather. But Chiefs at Patriots. I'll go. I think the Chiefs are going to bounce back this week for sure. The Patriots I know they could coming off a pretty big win, but I'm going Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs. I'm going Patriots. This is an emotional one right here. This is an emotional. I'm going Patriots.
What Patrick Mahomes did last week, dog, that was some pussy ass shit. But
did you actually see that Tony fucking lined up offsides like 6 times?
I seen
like 3 or 4 times, like that.
Yeah, I never looked towards the sideline, towards the ref, to ever check if he was like that. But it's still like that makes it a little bit like the ref should have kind of maybe warned them, but still, like, regardless, bro, you're offsides.
That's not their job. Look, that's not their job. See, you sitting there and the way he cried about it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, no matter what. So it's like he knows that he's always. I don't know. It just seemed fucking weird, bro. It just seemed like a bad fucking call. Even though that play was great that they did with the pass to Tony. You know what I mean? To actually get him the win. You know what I mean? But
it's like,
you go back.
Like they said, the referee didn't know that shit was gonna happen. The referee didn't know that a great ass play like that was gonna happen. He called what he's seen on the field. He threw the flag right away.
Yeah, but also the thing is, though, it's like not the Patriots, the refs. They got to look at everything. They got to get the ball in the right place. They got to do this. They got to do that. They're all in different positions and stuff like that. If they check in, if they don't check in, that's their fault.
No, yeah, I feel you there. That was totally his fault. Not like that's basically. I'm sorry, bro, but that shit's your fault. You should have fucking checked with the court. All you needed to do is this.
Yeah,
that's
check
it.
it out.
All you needed to do is that. And the referee would have went like this. That's it.
Yep. He didn't do it. So,
but I'm still going Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I'm going Patriots. I'm the lone wolf on this one.
Baby.
Ooh, man, that's gonna be. Man,
that's gonna get me over the top right there, Lo. You picking Foxborough. You're going with Zappy.
I'm going with Zappy, bro. You guys were talking mad crap about him. You're like, oh, who's gonna win? Zappy?
I still am. I still am gonna talk shit on Zappy.
He put up 3 touchdowns and like fucking, you know what I'm saying? And he was sitting there, he was doing it. And then even afterwards, he went up to what's the name and fucking gave him a hug and whatever. Then he went up to Belichick. He's like,
I'll tell you one thing though, if the Chiefs lose to the Patriots, there's real fucking panic in
let's go. That's what I'm.
There's real panic in KC land. I'll tell you that,
bro.
Yeah, their offense is it doesn't look right without the enemy back there.
As having
the Patriots, for sure they might not win the division.
First Nation, you know, they
might not win the division.
I think what hurt them was not having Pacheco in there. Pacheco
you win the division. Yeah, they're gonna win the division.
No, well, because if they lose today, if they lose on Sunday and the Broncos win, they're tied for first.
Denver takes it over.
It's man. Let me actually. That's actually a good point. Let's see.
Yep.
Man.
See, and this is the thing why I really hate the Chiefs. Not just because of Patrick Mahomes
and Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Yep. That's a good point.
Right, and my Otto and all the other fucking shit. You know? But my cousins are First Nations, so like, you know, the Chiefs, you know what I mean? It's Indians, you know, they haven't changed their names, but the Redskins had to, you know, so yeah.
I just think the Redskins shit though, like, because just the Chiefs, I guess they supposedly, the Chiefs, Seminoles, they use those supposedly like as endearing terms or whatever, but like the Redskins, and then like the logo of like the Indians, the Cleveland Indians, like, you know how
downgrading term.
Red guy.
It was a downgrading term to the Indians.
And yeah, like that, like calling an Indian a redskin basically is like, you know what I mean? It's a derogatory term.
I was gonna say all kinds of shit. I was gonna shut up. I'm going Patriots.
But no, I do feel you like if they're gonna make one person do it, they should have made all of them do it. But yeah, like I guess, you know what I mean. They
you can say you can say it in short terms, Gabe. Calling a native a redskin is like saying the N-word.
Yeah.
To them, basically to them.
Oh, that's what they've compared it to. That's what they
compared it to. It's a derogatory term to them as all natives. That's what they call them.
So okay, but what about Falcons? What if Falcons don't consider themselves Falcons? Like, you know what I mean? What if they have a different language, bro? Like they're birds, you know what I'm saying? So it's like calling the Falcon.
Let me call a Bronco. What do we call a Bronco? She's a female. You gotta call it a heifer.
There you go.
Donkey. I'm gonna call her a donkey.
Denver heifers. The Denver heifers.
Let's go, Denver heifers.
The Gravy made that up. That's in your face.
Jackasses.
The yackasses.
The heifer. I like heifers better. It's a female.
I think Pharaoh's contemplating on going with the Patriots.
No, I'm going Chiefs. I'm gonna keep it simple.
I'm alone on the island, bro. Come on, Zepe.
49ers, Cardinals. I'll go first on this one. I mean, the 49ers are on a roll. I don't see them losing to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Watch out now.
Hey.
Watch out, Cal.
You want to pick them? Go. Hey, be my guest. I need to catch up. So go ahead. Go for it. What do you think? What do you think, Lo?
I'm thinking Niners, bro. I'm sticking to my Cali team. I like the way they're playing. I like I don't know. I like the way Debo plays, bro, and McCaffrey too, bro. Like they made some good moves, bro. They almost did what the Rams did, but in a better fashion, I think, when they went and picked up everybody that they picked up in this offseason.
Chase Young too. Chase Young was a big pickup. Chase Young was a big pickup in the middle of the year, though.
Yeah, so I think the Niners are really, really strong in actually winning the NFC, bro. So they're strong as long as they can stay healthy. That was their biggest problem when they lost a couple games. They were all hurt. Everybody was hurt. So
you put money on that.
Yeah, like if you ever want to see a movie about like what we're talking about right now, like about Indians and all of that shit, like there's a new movie that Killers of the Flower Moon, dog. Watch that shit. That's just crazy, bro. What they did to the Osage people in the Osage tribe, pretty much. You know what I mean? That's what they call the Osage people from in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that it's a fact, but I know Native people, and they said that I asked them the question, how come you don't like Redskins? And they told me from their feelings that that's what they felt. That's the way they feel when they hear that word. It could be other things. There could be other things in books or professional people say it, but it could be other different. Everybody's different. You know, everybody's different. But,
well, I mean, yeah, they're the fucking Commanders now. So
yeah.
But who you got, Lo? I mean, Gravy, you got the Cardinals. I thought I heard you said Cardinals.
Yeah, I heard Cardinals too. Don't go back.
I like James Conner, bro. I like
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Hollywood Brown. That's your dude right there.
Hollywood Brown ain't doing shit for me, but I think the 49ers are gonna win.
All right. Trying to convince him, fuck it. It didn't work. Farrell, what you got?
49ers. Keep it simple.
That's the clean sweep right there. Commanders.
I will take your money. I will take your money on that 49ers.
The team formerly known as the Redskins, the Commanders, against the Rams in LA.
That's easy.
I'm gonna take your hood, Gabe. I'm gonna take your city. I'm gonna take your city.
I never really hated. I've never hated on the Rams. The only one we played them. I never hated on the Rams. I'm gonna go Rams.
Was Pharaoh?
But when we played him, damn sure. You know what I mean? It's fucked.
Oh yeah,
see Pharaoh looking at all this computer shit, making me think I'm wrong or something.
See, he's actually. I'm over here like I got nothing in my hands, nothing.
And you got four monitors. You got four monitors.
Bro, I got team monitors. I'll show you exactly what's on my monitors. I got Entourage the movie over here, and I got two things right here. Just a list of.
I'm looking at stuff too, though, Gravy. Too right here, Gravy. You have to be doing that.
I'm doing this
straight to the dome, man. My record is straight to the dome.
That's why. That's why
you're straight to the dome,
bro. That's why you have.
That's why I'm in first place. Straight to the dome.
You're tied with first place. Tied first place.
Football's in here.
I live in Riverside now. The last 4 years now. Last 4 years I lived in Riverside.
Woo. Man, Commanders been getting their ass whooped. Oh,
yep.
45-10 by the Cowboys. 45-15.
I mean, the Rams have been playing pretty damn good too. They played the Ravens tough last week.
Yeah,
that was a good game. The Rams got kind of a little bit. I wouldn't say robbed because they would have still had to, win after that game. But that was a block in the back on that return from the Ravens. That shit was a clear block in the back. They were like, damn, I don't know how the refs missed that shit.
There was a lot of bad calls in that game, the Baltimore game. Yeah. That was an iffy ref.
Yeah, the Rams.
I would have been pissed. I would have been.
The Rams have been playing good. The Rams have been playing that for good for sure. I mean, they're playing good recently for sure. I'll go Rams.
But either way, you don't kick off the ball and let that happen. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I mean,
you don't let that happen.
It was raining, so I don't know. Like, I just say maybe more angle punting, not enough to the center, but like, I think the inclement weather kind of maybe thought maybe he would mishandle it or something, but I don't know, man. That shit. It was just good roll of the dice basically for the Ravens. Though that was a good game. They pulled it off. They're a good team though. I mean, they're you gotta give it to the Ravens. The Ravens is first place in fucking AFC, though. So I mean, they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
We got low.
Can they take that to the Super Bowl?
The Rams?
Yeah, I got Rams. Yeah. I've always liked Matt Stafford. I even told my cousins that when they got Matt Stafford, I was like, "You guys are gonna win the Super Bowl."
Matt Stafford's been playing his ass off, dog.
Yeah.
He's the guy that in this league, I lost a couple of quarterbacks in this fucking league too, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking and I picked him up off the waiver because nobody had him, and he's the one that kept me in, like, basically tied for first place too. Dog. Like his play the last 3 weeks especially has keeping me in that fantasy fucking in that league, which is good because that's a league that you can win a lot of money in. Dog. So still hoping I can win this week.
I agree. Now, personally, like, I just think Stafford's always been that guy. I've always liked the way he's played, hurt, not hurt. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked him, bro. I've always liked him as a quarterback. When he left Detroit, I was happy for him, bro. Like, because it's just one of those guys that just needed to get out of a bad system. You know what I mean? And even though he played his ass off, that defense wasn't nothing. And then when they traded him, obviously the Lions are what they are now. But Stafford's always been a good player. I kept him a couple of times for
and he has a great receiving core, though.
Yeah, he does.
That's a good receiving core over there.
Cooper Kupp, Puka, and then who's the other guy?
And then they just found fucking Robinson off the fucking like that dude. I guess he just goes on teams except for us, and because we let him go, and he just scored touchdowns.
Yeah,
he was doing that for Kansas City too. He was doing that for Kansas City too, and we let him go.
I don't even know why we let him
go. Had a pretty good beginning of the season.
You talking about DeMarcus Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marcus Robinson, and then what's her name? That was a good find too for them too, and but when he got back too, they've been balling too. Kyren Williams, the running back, he's been balling for them too. So like, yeah, I mean, the Rams have they look like a different team from the beginning of the year for sure.
When DeMarcus Robinson got cut from the Raiders, who took his spot? Who was the guy that he lost out? That
was last year. Fucking Keelan Cole.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically that was the last guy that he got a spot last year. He earned a spot. Keelan Cole earned a spot on the team, and he didn't.
And Keelan Cole, man.
I mean, he had that big touchdown
on practice squad.
Patriots. He had the big touchdown against the Patriots, but I mean, all year he was dropping balls. Didn't really,
Yeah, man. A lot of drop balls. It is what it is.
If you look at some of the players that are on the team right now, like these are guys that pretty much weren't outspoken. I think Robinson's probably like one of those outspoken players because McDaniels wasn't having that bullshit. You know what I mean? If you ain't doing this, blah, blah, blah. If you're fucking 2 minutes late, that whole bullshit experiment that we had.
He won't have the Super Bowl. I mean,
like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why would you get rid of that? You know what I'm saying? So, personally, like, I think,
Don't be late.
I'm just using it as an example. I don't know if that was the actual thing, but then fucking douchebag that we had, McDouchebag, come on, bro. He wasn't having none of that shit. Like I thought he was a great pickup. I was happy about a receiving core. Then we had Keelan Cole. Like, what the fuck? But
I mean, because you can't say that. I mean, I like what's his name kind of brought to the team last year, Hollins, but he wasn't gonna get a spot over Hollins regardless. Who were the receivers last year? It was Hollins, Devontae, Renfro, Keelan.
No, he wasn't here yet.
DJ Turner was DJ Turner.
No,
he was doing those end rounds. DJ Turner was doing those end rounds and all.
But it was. I felt like DJ Turner was like practice squad on the roster. Practice squad. It was just
yeah. You're right. He was.
He's one of those guys. Is he back? I think he might have been. I think we might have brought him back.
Yeah, he did come back. He was on special teams. Yeah, he played good on special teams.
Yeah,
it's a good. He got down the field pretty damn fast. I mean, that's what he was brought in for though. Anyway, he was like a 4-3 guy, 4-2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Gravy, who you got on that game? The Rams, Commanders.
Rams.
And the way Burrow was saying, the Commanders have been getting the ass kicked. I'm pretty sure you're going with the Rams too.
Better quarterback, man. I'm taking Stafford over. But
Howell's been playing good.
Hollins hasn't played bad. He's like what, top 7, top 6, 5 in yards?
Yeah, Sam Howell.
You know what I mean? So
Raiders.
I think that's what I've been saying. Like that's why I give credit to fucking Bieniemy. You know what I mean?
No one really expected anything from Sam Howell, like so.
Especially this early. You know what I mean? Like Sam Howell was like, oh shit, like okay.
Yeah.
He was throwing 400 yards a couple of games.
And Bieniemy, for some reason, he's not getting the head coaching opportunities, even despite his resume. But I think Rivera is going to get fired. Does he elevate to become head coach, or does he get a head coaching opportunity? If he doesn't, would you guys consider him as an OC for the Raiders?
I would, just that our fucking history with that shit. You know what I mean? With his history, our history with his history, basically the domestic stuff. So that's just the thing. I don't know if they will ever overlook it because it hasn't been overlooked yet. Like I don't know if there's been special occasion for players that maybe their shit hasn't just came up or didn't at the time where they were signed didn't come up. But because the only thing that gets me there is because I'm pretty sure this year I heard some fucking shit about Chandler Jones previously had some stuff with that. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't know, like, if they pick and choose or they just like they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so I don't know, like I don't know what that thing is there, because reported, and like what they've usually said in with Raiders, and like what's been known with the Raiders is like, because of the Biletnikoff situation. I mean, it's always been like a thing where they've never kind of hired somebody with that type of history.
So Bieniemy has like some background issues.
Yeah, he has domestic.
Yeah. So the thing is, like with Bieniemy and stuff like that, with that being on top of the situation, there's a possibility. Only the reason why I'm saying that is because if they keep on kind of losing, they'll probably get that higher pick going forward. So then Bieniemy could actually get the quarterback that he wants, and all the different quarterbacks that are coming out. So that might be into a place to where he might be able to get into that position, just depending. But I think that's the biggest reason why he hasn't moved forward, because of the domestic violence. So
I think I'm very surprised that he hasn't had a head coaching job yet. That I think his only option was to be. He's already assistant head coach at Washington, so if something happens, he wouldn't have done that being an OC. I think he's done being an OC. He's a head coach material already.
This year, so what he did with that offense,
he won't go back. Yeah, I think he ain't gonna go back to being an OC.
I think this year what he did with that offense, he's gonna get a head coaching look. A more serious head coach, because he's been interviewed for head coaching job. And I think he has a real possibility of getting that Washington job.
He went into that Washington job saying, I want to be a
I think he has a good possibility, because I think the thing that played on him a lot though too, before it played against him, was that the stigma was that he was not calling the plays with Andy Reid. So like they wanted to see how he did without Andy Reid, on top of him. Which
look at the offense without Bieniemy. Look at the offense without Bieniemy. No,
exactly. That's what's
as recently as last year. Like it's night and day.
So that's now it's playing to his favor. You know what I mean? That it was playing against him when he was under Andy Reid, but he needed to get out of that shadow, and now you see it. You see the.
But yet you guys can't really hold. I see what you guys are saying, but yet at the same time, if you really look at it, Mahomes is getting older. They don't have Tyreek. They don't have the running back in the field. They don't have the same offensive lineman. Then Kelsey's fucking banged up. So a lot of this stuff is just over time happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it can't just be just that one thing, because Bieniemy wasn't throwing these no-look fucking passes. You know what I'm saying? Some of these plays in plays lines, you see what I'm saying? Like
last year, they won the Super Bowl last year with Bieniemy there, and still with no stars as receivers.
But that was last year, bro. This is a new season, and they're banged up.
Bieniemy's not there. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is Bieniemy's not there no more.
So they have the same type of situation that they had last year, this year, meaning that their number one option is Kelsey, but their wide receiver options are kind of like, you know what I mean? There's not anybody that scares you. There's not anybody that scares you. You know what I mean? Running backs, like you said.
I mean, the fucking chat. Sorry.
The chat be wild. But I think Bieniemy, man, you gotta look at how he developed. He's part of the development of Patrick Mahomes. Now we're seeing Sam Howell kind of developing under him. You know what I mean?
Look at Washington. Look at Washington before, though, Pharaoh. It's gonna look better. A guy like him is gonna make that offense look better, because Washington was a shit offense last year.
But I think that's what owners were looking.
Me and you with the creative mind of offense could go in there and probably make them look better than last year.
Not necessarily, because look at Heineke. Heineke, he was playing with them with the Commanders and stuff like that. He was actually.
Yeah, but they weren't fucking superstar badass offense. Eric Bieniemy is going to make that offense better. It's just making him look better.
Even though the game plan is there, the situational football and all that stuff, we can plan for that, right? Because as you said as a coach, you can plan for that, but the players make the plays. People are the ones making, you know what I mean? They have that comfortability with them. They're still running the same system with the Chiefs and stuff like that. You kind of see it in the Commanders a little bit, but they don't have those dynamic players to do that. And now it's that 1 year where they're kind of like I'm saying, they're older.
Shit, dude, they got McLaren. They got better receivers than Kansas City does.
Yeah, and look at Scary Terry was tearing it up last year. He's not doing too much this year. You know what I mean? Even though House
been hurt,
to other people.
He's always nagging over something.
He's been hurt this year.
That's the thing. As you get older.
But what I mean is though, like, you still see that offense, still performing. You still see Sam Howell was, I think, up until this point still, or up until like last week or 2 weeks ago, he was the leader in passing yards in the whole league. You know what I mean? With that, and that's, I think that's what owners were looking for in Bieniemy. Can you do that without Andy Reid? And can you still make the offense look, decent even with the guys that you have? So like, right. I think that's what's playing to his favor, because I mean, Mahomes is still 26. Mahomes is still, that dude's, I mean, he's getting older, but I mean, he's still 26 years old. So that dude is still like, he still got plenty in the tank. I just think that it's an adjustment period with them, because they still, last year, I mean, the only guy that's different on their receiving core is Juju. That's not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
Juju's not that big.
And that makes it.
He's just a possession.
It makes a difference, though. It makes a difference, though. They got Rice, but Rice came up.
I think I just think
Bieniemy played a big part, though.
Another thing that we're not talking about Bieniemy, I've been hearing this a lot, and I know you guys probably heard it too as well. We ain't talk about it. Is the fact that he's had an issue with players for some reason. Like I heard. To the point where like Rivera even talked about it, which I thought was weird. Why is the head coach talking about players coming up to him talking about?
He knows he's there for his job.
Exactly. Exactly. That's messy. That's messy though. That's messy. That's the beginning of the end when you got head coaches talking about, oh well, players are coming up to me talking about Bieniemy and how he's tough and you need to talk to him because. Today's NFL players are probably, or today's athlete is a little bit more sensitive to, a Bieniemy who it sounds like he's more of a tough coach.
So we're giving millions.
Who fucking who? Step it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? You're playing one of the fucking roughest sports.
True. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're playing one of the roughest sports, and you're talking about like, politically correctness, man. Motherfucker, get down and do the fucking work, bro. If not, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, tighten up.
Then again, though. But then again,
there should be more coaches like that.
That's a slippery slope, though, because you got to remember today's age players. Right?
Yeah,
the young dudes,
the Caleb Williams,
the older guys probably are going to respect that more, respect that hard nosed type shit. The younger dudes ain't respecting that shit no more.
Yeah, that's true.
They know what Bieniemy's coming from. The older guys know what Bieniemy. They know what Bieniemy's coming from. The younger dudes. Well, my coach never yelled at me like that.
Actually,
all the way from Pee-wees to college, they got pampered. They got pampered all the way.
In college now, you want to get out somewhere, you get out.
But look at the head coaches. Look at the head coaches that are winning nowadays. It's like the Mike McDaniels and these types of coaches where you would look at them like, you don't look like a head coach. You don't look like you don't look like that hard-nosed, tough NFL coach. But he relates.
You said the right thing though, Farrell. You said the main word you said was what? Winning. You win. Everything's fine and dandy. Every coach.
I didn't say it, but I was going to say it though.
Yeah, that's why he was saying
the one that you mentioned is winning, right?
No, this is what I was saying earlier.
You ain't gonna hear him talk no shit about the guy in San Francisco.
Shut up.
But the guy that.
No. Hey, we the people. I did bring it up. I brought it up because. Like if when head coaches get fired, like Ron Rivera I think he's on the hot seat. He's most likely going to get fired. With new ownership, they're going to probably want to get their own head coach. And if Bieniemy, for whatever reason, doesn't, he doesn't get that head coach opportunity. Bieniemy's shown that he's kind of developed, quarterbacks, had a successful system. This is a big time draft for the Raiders to get a quarterback. When you want a guy like Bieniemy to get his hands on a clay of talent and develop that quarterback, you know what I mean? I brought that up. That's why I brought it up. That's why
Bieniemy has a better chance of going to Carolina and becoming a head coach than coming to the Raiders at all.
You know what I think?
Personally, like, the crazy part about it,
you know what I think there's a better chance of doing? To be honest, like, and this is a bullshit.
As an OC, we the people as an OC, because everybody's talking about AP being the head coach. Then who's the OC going to be?
Andy Reid. To be honest, like nobody's talked about it, but like I think he doesn't have that much more time left, bro. I don't think Andy Reid has that much more time left. His like he's a bigger dude like that. I think that he's an older dude, bigger dude. Already fucking dealt with health scares, so like I just don't think. I think he has a better chance of going back to KC.
If Andy Reid keeps winning Super Bowls, dude, he's gonna take that credit. You know that.
But if the way they're looking now, I don't think they're going back to the Super Bowl.
Nah, it's too early because he knows he can go back to KC anytime, right? So I think he's gonna probably become a head coach first, and then you know how like when that doesn't work out, aka Josh McDaniels. Go back to your old team and be your OC. That's when he's going to do that. He don't have to do that right now. He's going to try to become a head coach somewhere. And if that all else fails,
Carolina, he'll be in Carolina. If he's going to get any kind of head coach, he'll be in Carolina.
I wouldn't even want to be a coach at Carolina.
Well, they did say that the next head coach is going to be somebody offensive minded that's going to pretty much cater to Bryce. So that's what they have been. They're invested into him. So their next head coach, that's what they brought, kind of put out that their next head coach.
That's what this guy was supposed to do. They knew they were going to get Bryce Young. They knew they were going to get Bryce. So this guy was the guy that they have. Was the one Frank Reich he's a good offensive coordinator.
Hey, is he a good candidate for OC for the Raiders? Would you guys like that? As an OC, not a head coach, OC. Because people are talking about different head coaches.
Depends on the quarterback I think we get.
You said what?
I think it depends on the quarterback we get in the draft.
But the OC would become before the quarterback. So.
Oh yeah.
So he would be part of the decision making or. For the whole
get that
team,
quarterback.
To get that quarterback.
He would in that area of game, not head coach. Nothing to do with that. But as far as an OC, if he would do that, if he just if he just would say, I'm head coach material, I want to learn to be a head coach.
And it works in our favor too, is the fact that he had back-to-back head coach opportunities. It failed. So he needs to go to a place and become a successful OC, and he might be there for a while because
that's why he got those jobs, Farrell. That's why he got those jobs, because he develops quarterbacks and he's a good offensive coordinator.
I don't know if he developed quarterbacks, but quarterbacks have had great years under him. Peyton Manning had an MVP year under him he was a QB.
That's the main one.
Yep, and
Carson Wentz had an MVP type season if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
Are we still talking about Bieniemy?
No. We're talking about Frank Reich. Now we're talking about OCs. You know what? Hey, my bad, y'all. Hey, let's finish up the score thing.
Oh yeah, there's 2 more games, and these 3 games are pretty damn good. These 3 games are I think they look like there's a lot of good games, but these look like the games pretty much that are the more significant ones. You're gonna see some playoff type fucking football in these games. Cowboys Bills, man.
You want me to go first on this one?
In Buffalo.
That's Bills. I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
Gravy. We'll go backwards this time. Gravy.
Cowboys.
Oh my! Hey, your wife's loving you. You've been getting a lot of brownie points. You've been picking the Cowboys every week. But
I don't even tell her. I'm saying I'm picking the Bills.
No, who you got?
Fuck! This is one of those, bro. This is one of those. Fuck it, Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys.
Okay. I am going. Cowboys are gonna struggle in the cold, dog.
They're gonna get struggle in the cold. Yeah. Josh Allen is going. I have a feeling.
The Bills are on the road. The Bills have won against two good teams, right? The last two
James
games.
Cook has been a bigger part of this offense this year, I think. And, obviously Gilmore is not having the you know what? I don't even know what type of season he's having, to be honest with you. I don't want to talk about
Gilmore's having a great season. Well, had a great game.
He had a great game.
He's off and on. He's off and on.
The Bills are doing. That's what the Bills are doing. But the Bills do this all the fucking time.
Yep.
Win a game, lose a game.
They need it more.
Lose.
They need it more too. The Bills need it more than the Cowboys need it.
Oh no, they lost to the Eagles in overtime. They lost to the Eagles in overtime, and then they beat the Chiefs the last two games.
Yep.
But they need to win this game. They need to win this game because they need to put another stamp. They still don't get the respect that they beat good teams.
Who?
The
Cowboys?
Bills.
Oh, the Bills? Yeah, the Bills have. Well, they've kind of struggled against. I mean, they beat.
They've underperformed this year.
Down the Dolphins.
They've underperformed. The Bills.
They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Dolphins down though. They beat the down after the Dolphins were riding high too. They beat 48-20.
So did Tennessee.
Yeah, but the Bills put 48 on them.
They scoring 2 touchdowns with 3 minutes left. That's worse,
no, that's
bro.
Crazy. That was crazy. The way that game ended, that was crazy.
2 touchdowns with 3 minutes left. That's worse.
It was over.
I'd rather get beat by 40 something.
I thought the game was out of hand. I thought the game was out of reach, but the Titans came down and scored real quick, and I don't know. It looked like they got discombobulated. But I'm going Bills. I'm going to upset right there, Bills. It could be those two games. That game and the Saints game is the game where I could catch up to you guys. So okay, then we'll go to the next game. Sunday night football. Good ass game too. The first place in the AFC, man. The Ravens against the Jaguars at Jacksonville.
Gotta do it.
Sunday night. There's 2 games left. Just this one on Monday night game. Who are you going, Lo?
I don't like Jacksonville's defense. But
I'm with you on that one, bro. I'm with you with that defense, but
I said I don't like Jacksonville.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. No, I'm completely with you on that. But this is around the time when the Ravens start kind of fucking up a little bit. They start doing some dumb shit.
They lying on that one.
Yeah, so I'm going Jags, bro. I'm going Jags.
It's about time where Lamar gets hurt, isn't it?
It's about that time.
I just think though that this year though like his approach has been a lot different, and his approach has been to kind of preserve himself for this month and January. He hasn't really ran the ball as much. When he does, he gets down. And I just think that he's playing a lot smarter this year, and they're still keeping that first place. So he hasn't had a real like urge or real actually need to kind of force it. You know what I mean? Is his hand?
How much yards does Lamar have rushing, Low or Farrell?
I think it's one of his lowest year outputs or something like that for rushing.
You said Lamar?
Other than the years that he's been hurt. Yes. Other than the years that he's been hurt, but like. I think it's his career. I think it's like his low in like attempts.
He has to be. I heard maybe 7, 8, maybe.
Yeah, because those like
Colts.
So this year he had 644 yards rushing,
which is still great. I'm not. Don't get me wrong, but when you're averaging, when you have like. When you've gotten 1,000 yards before, like that's still, I mean, he's still possible. Like 800.
He could finish more than what he had last season. He had 764 last year, but he didn't play.
He was hurt.
He didn't play 17 games. Yeah, he didn't start.
Yeah. So he was hurt for like 4 or 5. No, he didn't end the year.
So far, he's played more games this year than he did last year.
Yeah, with less rushing yards. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is like one pace. For like when he plays a 17-game year, like for his low in attempts and shit like that. But I just think he's been his approach is different either way. Like even when he does take off, he's not like really like before he was gonna take. As soon as he like made up his mind on taking off, he was gonna take off. Now he's still looking up. You know, he's still looking up first. And if he does, like he really doesn't see an open receiver, he kind of will take off and get down. But I just think that
that's what $250 million would do for you, brother.
But that's what has me picking the Ravens this week. That's what has me picking the Ravens this week because I just think that they're healthy. They're more healthier than usual. You know, this week, even though they still are suffering from a lot of injuries, but they're healthy. That defense is fucking top notch. They're number one in the fucking NFL. So I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Jags.
You going Ravens?
I'm going Jags.
You gonna go high? Yeah, you gonna sprain Lawrence, huh?
Carroll?
Yep.
He's playing though. He's
a dog.
He's been practicing.
And they won.
I'll give it to him there. I'll give it the dog. Because that shit looked ugly. Yeah. His injury looked ugly.
Sunshine.
I feel like the Jaguars, they need this win more than the Ravens. Ravens have kind of been winning. They've been taking care of business, and they've won they've lost the last two games. Some of them been close.
Who's behind them?
Who's behind him?
Like in record wise.
The Colts, Texans. Colts and Texans surprisingly are winning games this year. I mean, Texans obviously CJ Stroud, but CJ Stroud might be. He's in concussion.
I know that the Chiefs.
So it's Jags. That's what it is. So it's Jags,
Chiefs, and Jags.
Colts and Texans are tied.
What is the Jags record?
Jags
record is they're leading the division. They're leading the division.
So there's 3 teams at 8-5. That it's the Browns, the Jags, and the Chiefs. And then the Ravens do lead so the Ravens lead by 2 games, 10-3.
Yeah.
They need to solidify that bye. They want to play at home bye week.
So the Jaguars are 8-5. The Colts are 7-6. The Texans are 7-6. Titans are 5-8. The Ravens are 10-3. Browns are 8-5, 7-6. So that division's tough. Like everybody in that division got a winning.
It's always tough.
Yeah.
But I don't see Pittsburgh hanging on. That they're going to be the team that falls off in that division.
Yeah.
They're going to come down. A lot of division games coming down in the wire. At the end of the season, there's a lot of division games played, and they're going to be playing the likes of Cleveland again, the likes of I think the Ravens again. So it's like, oh shit, that's gonna be tough.
Quarterback, man. They just quarterback. They don't got it. But man, this is a tough game. It's a tough game to pick.
Easy, Baltimore.
At Jacksonville. Sunday night.
Baltimore.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just like, damn, sometimes when I see I feel like the Jaguars are gonna.
Bro, there's games like that every week. That's
what I'm got. This could go either way. I understand that Baltimore is the better team, but this is like a big game for Jacksonville.
Like the Ravens could take the feet off the pedal on this game. I could see that happening just because they're up 2 games, and sometimes teams do that, and the Jaguars do need it. But I don't know.
Is the quarterback healthy?
Who? Lawrence?
Is he playing?
He's playing, but
he's banged up.
He's banged up.
He wasn't that effective last week because that's why they did.
Ravens defense is tough too. Damn.
The Ravens defense is tough.
Yeah, I'm taking a to be honest with you, it's a long shot for Jags personally, but I'm taking the shot. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't picked the upset since Tampa Bay over Green Bay.
Yeah. Oh, you picked the Bears over the Browns.
Is Bears count over the upset?
Kind of. I mean, the Browns have 4 quarterbacks.
I would say the Bears are an upset over Browns. I took Chicago.
I'm gonna go Jags over. I'm with Low. Jags over Ravens. Upset.
All right. And then the last game of the week, the struggling Eagles against the struggling Seahawks. Both on losing streaks in Seattle. So that is one place where home field advantage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's so I think they do call it a 12th man for a reason. So damn, that's a tough game. I'm gonna go Eagles.
I already got Eagles.
Because I think that I don't know if I think Drew Lock might start again.
Yeah.
Gino still hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Eagles got to bounce back. They're too talented of a team.
Yeah.
I'm going Eagles too. It's easy.
That was a simple one.
Yeah.
I had that written down before we even got to it.
Eagles. They no one asked me, but Eagles.
Because we already know, bro.
Hey, Philly can't get away from like rainy ass cities. Every time you see Philly play, bro, it's raining and shit. Except for the last week.
Bro, Eagles are.
If you a champion, you got to figure it out.
They've gotten beat down twice in a row, bro. They're struggling right now. I mean, we'll see how they can bounce back. I mean, the Seahawks, even though they've been losing, they've been playing some good teams, and they've been staying there. Though. They've been staying there with the team. Like they've been, hanging in there. But I mean, they stood there with the Cowboys. They should have won that game. You know what I mean? They played pretty damn good against the Niners last week. But I just, man.
DK, man. I know DK was that dirty of a player, man. I don't know DK was that dirty of a player, man. He's always fighting and shit almost every play.
Hey,
he's all hopped up on that candy and shit. That's all he eats is nothing but fucking candy and shit.
Hey, this is random off topic, and I was going to bring it up when we were talking about the Jaguars. Did you hear about the ex-employee for the Jaguars stole $22 million from the team?
Nice. How did he do it? Did he get away with it?
He said. So it says Amit Patel, the former Jaguars employee who allegedly stole $22 million from the team for sports betting purposes, was reportedly well known for his terrible gambling prowess.
Wow.
So he's described by fellow daily fantasy player as the biggest loser ever on FanDuel and legendary bad at sports wagering. Wow.
Damn.
So he lost all the money gambling too.
I've been gambling the last week and a half. I've been fucking on Price Picks.
$22 million.
$22 million from the team, bro.
I don't want to bet $20, bro. Like $22 million. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just put 35.
He didn't even think to like run away and disappear. He was just like, I'm just gonna stay.
He just stood there.
What was he like? To get $22 million from the team, what you check writer or something, or?
So it says earlier this month, the Athletic reported that Patel was charged with wire fraud and illegal monetary transactions for embezzlement scheme that took place from 2019 until earlier this year. And then it says Patel, who worked in the franchise's finance department, that's probably why he worked in the finance department, operated under the username Parlay Picker on FanDuel and DraftKings during his gambling activities.
Jesus. Hey, you know what? Draymond might have a place in the NFL, bro.
This might answer your question. According to his attorney, Alex King, Patel lost approximately 99% of the stolen money through gambling and daily fantasy.
Damn. He wasted that much in that?
He stole $22 million and he lost it gambling through.
Wow.
Man.
He was bad. He was real bad at gambling then. Damn, how you lose that much? Damn.
That's motherfuckers that go to Vegas and they be serving them drinks and they just on the slot machine. Just
I don't want that for nowhere near Vegas.
On the pick'em though, like on the pick'em shit, like what I'm saying, like on the Price Picks and all that shit, you have to be really bad, dog. Because I mean,
22 like, mil? Oh my god,
22 mil. That's
you even think they'd be like, I'm going on vacation. I'm just gonna go on vacation.
You have to be really bad, dog, like to lose that shot.
Nothing went through his head. Was like, hey, you know what? Let me just go to the Bahamas real quick. You know? Damn.
Romeo asked you a question, Lo.
You think DJ Fluker will be a playmaker at the moment? I know he's kind of banged up, whatnot.
They didn't even.
We picked him up.
I don't think
looking at him.
I know, but I don't think even AP said that he was gonna. Well, I don't think he's even gonna play this week.
No. He's just gonna probably be a depth piece or something like that. I know he's effective, but he's been injured a lot.
Who's gonna play the other guard this week?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure Parham's gonna probably go into center. You got Mumford playing tackle. You got Luminor playing tackle. You got Rotten, and then who's gonna play the other guard? Meredith.
You're a fool, bro. No, it was crazy.
I was thinking the same thing, man. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh shit!
I go, don't you do fantasy? Why don't you go get a chick or something? You got 22 million. Go
Yeah,
some badass chick, bring it to good luck.
I'm 22 million. I'm thinking different fantasies, bro.
He's thinking for fantasy football.
Fantasy
million. I'm gonna go all in on fantasy football and see what happens.
Not 22,000, 22 million. Damn.
That daily fantasy though, is addicting though. Pharaoh, you ever played it?
Nah, man. I haven't, but
it's basketball. I'm not right now. He's probably playing basketball.
22 million. I'm gonna laugh and point at this dude that lost 22 million.
22 million is too much, bro.
I can't. How do he could have gave some money to his family. He could have
bought because there is people who do that shit. Like they sell you their picks, bro. Like they'll sell you their picks and they win usually like they'll almost guarantee you like you'll win like 8 out of 10 picks. He could have paid those people and still been making money. Oh. Like what? How bad were you that you fucking lose $22 million?
And you know what's so funny? We're not even talking about like he stole 22 million. We're like, damn, you lost 22 million.
Stealing the 22 million, like, oh shit, man.
Worst criminal of all time. Does he go down to the dumbest criminal? Like, he's probably one of the dumbest.
He could have been on that show. You remember that show? The dumbest criminals and shit.
Oh, before, yeah. This man stole 22 million and he lost.
He's smart. He's smart not to get away with it for 4 years. He's smart to not get away with it for 4 years.
I don't know how compare him. Like, dude went into the liquor store and fucking went with mask, gun, slides the note to the fucking guy and tells him, put all the money because he didn't want him to hear his voice.
Oh yeah. You know what? My bad. This is how the prosecutors are accusing Patel of skimming funds from Jacksonville's virtual credit card program, which he had an oversight over, either by overstating or fabricating transactions and posing as a legitimate business expense. So he was stealing it. And then the good news is that Patel is cooperating with authorities and has checked himself into rehab for his gambling addiction. Damn.
That fool that slid that note, the back of the note.
It was his comedy. It's comedy.
It was his personal mail with his name and his address and everything on it. And he left that note there. He said the note that said put all the money in the bag. He left that note there, and it was an envelope from his personal address.
Man, get used to that Fifi. He had all that money to get you some. Better get used to that Fifi.
That's some dumbass criminals in the fucking world,
This dude was like a corner, man. He got that short-term memory. He just keep going back to the slot machine. He keep going back to that daily fantasy.
That's crazy, bro. But
that's fucking crazy.
Shit, like fucking, we could fucking the Raiders, bro. Tomorrow we play tomorrow. Fucking 5:20. We gotta get. Hopefully we could get rid of that nasty ass taste in our mouth from the goose egg of last week, dog. 3-0. That shit was horrible. You know what I mean? Just pathetic on offense all the way around. We've talked about that shit. Like, but what are you guys thinking about tomorrow, dog? What like do we bounce back? Do you see us bouncing back? Do you see Aiden playing better, dog? Do you what do you see? What do you guys see tomorrow? Like, how do you think that the game will be played out tomorrow? Another defensive game because they're suffering from a bunch of injuries. No Keenan Allen, no Herbert. You know what I mean? For them on their offense,
This is how I truly feel. I don't want the Chargers, not to cut you off, brother, but
go ahead. No, that's some shit. Go ahead.
I hope I don't want the Chargers to get a better pick than the Raiders. Because I want the Raiders to get, bro. At this point, man, I'm like I don't want them to tank, but I want them to invest in their future, man. Like let's start playing some young players. Let's start figuring out if we can feature a tight end like Michael Mayer. Let's start playing Trey Tucker a little more. Like shut down Max Crosby. Like the dude, like from what I heard, if you guys seen the breakdown of his injury, like it could have been life threatening. Why is he playing? Come on, man. Like this offense is it's so bad. Like I could see us losing every game. Every game till the end of the season, like finishing 5-12. 3-0? 3-0?
That was bad, bro. Like there's no
come on, man. Like let's be honest. 3-0 just happened. We just win.
Last 6 quarters, 0 points.
So it sounds like you're not down for AP getting the job then, Pharaoh, are you?
Like I want AP to be the guy, but sometimes wanting him to be the guy doesn't necessarily mean that he should be the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm rooting for him. I'm not saying like, hey, I don't want him to be the head coach or whatever, but I even posed that question. I said, hey, if AP's the head coach, because that's why I was talking about the OC. I was talking about Bieniemy as an OC, not as a head coach earlier. I was talking about Frank Reich as an OC, not a head coach, meaning that AP would be the head coach.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you got a super chat by my guy D Menace.
Yes, sir. D Menace in the building, yes, sir, man. Man, he's a good, he's a loyal supporter, man. D Menace, that's a good dude, man. We met him out there, we met him out here actually in LA. You know what I mean, for the Charger game earlier this year, man. He's a good dude, man. Hell yeah, man.
We should be all meeting up for the last game of the season too, right?
For sure, yeah. Good. Gonna be a good smoke out in the fucking J-Lot, you know what I mean? In Vegas.
Y'all about to be in Vegas? Denver game?
The finale.
Yep.
Come on down.
Wait, the last game of the season is official. Y'all going to the Denver game?
Yeah.
What my biggest thing right now is because they're talking about the time.
Oh man!
But I don't know for sure if it's on 7 because I don't want to book it because the way it's looking right now, I can fly in, stay the night, you know what I'm saying, and then fly out Monday. But it's like if they're gonna switch it to like Saturday or some shit like that, I don't want to put all that money up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of the shit can get reversed, but I just want to make sure that it's on Sunday.
I'm going for sure. So it's like if they switch it up to Saturday,
that would even be better for me. Yeah,
that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, smoke out show at J-Lot.
Oh yeah, no, for
with
sure.
Pharaoh, with Pharaoh.
That's gonna be cool, man. That's the last game of the season. That's gonna be cool. But I just think like what you're saying, dog. Tomorrow, it's like after scoring 3 points, after scoring 0 points, dog, and then like just how bad we looked on offense, and then just all the mistakes that
after a bye week.
We were talking about that shit. Like, there was no excuse for why we play like that. Like,
that's what makes it so much worse.
That's what's worse about it.
Yep.
That was bad, bro. After and then it's just like
they went into the game saying that we got a great game plan. Like, you know how
the coaches that were sitting in the meetings that they were, bringing out reports of, like, all of that shit for what?
And you know what? You know what made them even so confident? They're no one really noticed it, but AP in the press conference mentioned that he was preparing for the Chargers on Friday last week. So they were done game planning for the Vikings. They felt good about it. And they're moving on to the Chargers because obviously it's a short week. I get it. Thursday night game. I get it. But when you score 3-0, everything got to be looked at.
Yeah.
When you see a final score in today's NFL where the offense get paid the big bucks, they make rules for the offense, not the defense. Because
unfortunately, like not unfortunately, they're like we live in a world of actual facts. So it's like, you gotta take it for what it's like. If it would have worked, if like say they pull off that win, and like he was game planning already for San Diego. I was gonna call him San Diego because like that's what I don't know. I can never call him LA, but like. Well, it's just that he was game planning for them, that would have looked genius. You know what I mean? It would have looked genius. But we lived in a world fact, and the fact of the matter is we scored 0 fucking points off of a bye. So,
and all eyes on defense. The Vikings also came off a bye week. I get it. But if you notice what they were doing to Aiden O'Connell, which, he's a young QB, he's going to learn, he's going to get better. But they literally were disguising their blitzes, and they were just hopping out. And AOC was just like holding the ball. He was basically panicking in the pocket over here, getting like what? Didn't he have that penalty where loss of down?
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
That was horrible. You see the look on AP's face. You even see the look on AP's face that like, what are you doing, dude? Like, the whole play was to the left side. Every receiver went to the left side. What are you doing?
Yep.
Throw it as far as you can to the left side. If you're gonna throw it somewhere.
And no one's really talking about this too. The OC. Everything on offense needs to go. Everything on offense needs to go. I don't care. The O lineman, I don't care. Running back, wide receiver, everybody. They're getting paid too much money for these types of results. Whoever comes in, they can make all the just make the decision that needs to be made. Like you got at the end of the day, like, come on, man. Like
they're not gonna run it. They're not gonna run this offense. He doesn't really, he's strapped. He's strapped to this offense. So you can't just change it. You know that, Farrell. You can't just go in there and put it.
That's what's tough for AP though. That's what's tough for AP. It's like, damn, you're gonna get all the blame, but we know the deal that was set to you. The defense is playing great. Your linebacker, the team is playing hard, but the offense is broken, and there's nothing he can do. Like, there's nothing he can do.
Yep. So for me, what it all boils down to is the accessibility that Bo and AO had running this offense under McDaniels. They just were there. They were just there, bro. Like they had really no like input on how to play this you know what I mean, this offensive scheme, anything like that. I don't think Aiden came from it. I think Bo was just basically just thrusted into this position. So was AO, because the simple fact is, bro, like we had a quarterback that was always injured, and we weren't going with Brian Hoyer. So we were thinking that these guys were going to actually show them, but it's like pretty much from my understanding and what the reports were saying is that they had the whole playbook for Jimmy G, and AO was only getting a little bit of playbook. So they had to come up with, scramble up all these plays, put it together, and throw it out there. So that's obvious. Me and Gravy would always going back and forth. Would you rather
plays that he can do?
Yeah, plays that he can do, right? Would you rather see the fucking veteran play like a rookie, or would you rather see the rookie play like a rookie? Now, it's just evident because, I mean, the offense wasn't really doing nothing because the way they played Jimmy, because he didn't have the arm. So now they're showing the defenses are saying, oh, this is rookie, bro. He's confused. Doesn't know the offense, this, that, and the third. Has all. It doesn't matter who he has. All you got to do is bracket DA. Everyone else, we can get that shit covered. Give him pressure. He's going to be shook. The offensive line. Everything is just there for them to just come in and just fucking eat on every fucking level on the defense. They know that. So, and them knowing, you think that they don't know that this kid doesn't have all these different things, you know what I mean? Or going against them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they know. So for that being said, this is exactly what we're going to get. If we get 17 points, that'll be a fucking miracle.
Well, you got to look at this too.
I think our defense
you got to
can
look
hold
at this too.
To 10 or less. Can we get more than 10?
You know, Bo was the quarterback coach, and his one-on-one time with Aiden was just damn. You know, like I said before, you know, Bo really didn't, you know, teach fundamentals to Garoppolo because, you know, Garoppolo, even though what we think about him, you know, he doesn't really need the fundamental type stuff. He goes in there and does the workouts. He was there to develop Aiden. Now that is lacking. You can tell that he's doing different weird shit. You know what I mean? Because Bo isn't concentrating on Aiden. He's concentrating on the whole offense. I got to get this guy open. I need to get the protections right. I got audibles. I got, you know, tags to do every route and things like that. That one-on-one with Aiden that he had when Aiden first started that first Charger game, he did some dumb shit, as far as ball security and stuff, but he played a damn good game. And the 2 wins, he was good. But then when Bo got the offensive coordinator, you started to see Aiden's, development go lower. So he kind of stopped in his development, and he started going back to this rookie, bad decision making stuff because Bo's not one-on-one with him like he was when McDaniels was here. That's what I see out of Bo. He's not, sorry. He's not, an incompetent, quarterback or anything. Just a one-on-one with him and Bo. He needed that, and he's not getting it from another quarterback coach. There might be another assistant quarterback coach that's showing him that's not as good as Bo as a quarterback coach. So now he's an offensive coordinator, so he needs to worry about everything. So that's the development of AOC is dropping down, and you can see it right before your eyes. If you guys take note to that, that's why I'm not really hard on AO. I'm saying he's not our quarterback for the future, but I'm not saying get rid of the dude.
Oh, no.
Do this and that. He's just not getting the one-on-one fundamental work, and that he's been getting from Bo. I think Bo would be a good quarterback coach, long term, but and then the development. This is great schooling for Bo, even though you scored 0 points. You probably you've seen some good things out of that offense, but they just didn't score. Like in the beginning, first 2 drives, they were scoring positions. Penalties dropped us back.
You made a great point, Gravy, where you I agree. Like how I felt about AC before the game is the same after the game. He's a rookie. I don't think he's the future of the franchise. He might just be a good backup QB. I still think that our franchise QB is in that draft, whoever that is. We got to pick him. We got to develop him. And our quarterback room is going to be that much better next year. This year, our quarterback room is terrible. It is so bad, where we have to rely on the 4th round rookie QB who looks like a 4th round rookie QB is our best option. You seen what Jimmy G experiment looked like? Terrible. We seen Hoyer experiment. Terrible. He was about to retire. Hoyer was about to retire, and this guy McDaniels talked him out of retirement.
And we had Mullins too that just killed us.
Yeah, and Mullins, whose first career start was against the Raiders, and he won.
Bro, we had Steady, We had Steady, and let Steady go. Steady will be starting right now.
Steady would have been a good option right now.
I think the big mistake here I think the big mistake here, and we got to maybe look into this, is that whose decision was it to make Bo Hargree the offensive coordinator? Because you made a great point. You said that AOC is not getting that one-on-one treatment. So why take that away from him with Bo Hargree? Have him stay at QB coach. Why don't you make a guy like Edgar Bennett, who's well respected as a positional coach, as a wide receiver coach, who's been coaching for a while? Why don't you give him, if he wanted an out of the box type of promotion at offensive coordinator, make him the offensive coordinator, or Scott Turner, who was a former offensive coordinator for the Commanders last year. So
I think Turner would be the best.
Turner. Don't make this seem like I like Scott Turner. He's not good at all as well.
But he has experience.
And then you have the Bo Hargree could have stayed at QB coach with a young AOC, and maybe AP or on Monday's conference. He mentioned this is what he said. He said that, or was it Monday conference or after the game? He was saying that changes are going to be coming. We're going to evaluate the entire team. So what that means is, because we just now heard that AOC is going to start tomorrow. So where are the changes going to come? Coaching. If AP if he wants to continue to be head coach, he's going to have to figure out a win, show some progress, and if he's able to make the right adjustments, maybe give Edgar Bennett that opportunity at offensive coordinator, or Scott Turner, and have that the QB coach go back to his role.
Well, Scott Turner's he's a passing game coordinator.
So he's part of making that game plan. Yeah.
Did AP Did he say like that AOC was that he seemed like as the starter for the rest of the year, or just tomorrow that he named him as a starter for tomorrow?
I think if we played Sunday, I don't think AOC would have been in there.
This is what AP said
for the Charger game, right?
For the Chargers game, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's not what he said. That's why I think he made it clear. What did he say?
What happened?
This is exactly what he said. He goes, regardless of all the reports and everything that's going out, so forth and so forth, people wanted us to start Jimmy, stuff like that. AOC is my starter. That's exactly what he said in the press conference.
He said, okay, then. That means he's starting him for the rest of the season.
He's not going
because
now.
That's what I was going to say. If he did say, like, it was just for the Charger game, then I would be like, then there's still probably even a possibility he can make a change during the game. But when he says that, if he like definitively said it like that, then I can see him
verbatim. I didn't say it exactly, but that's what he stated. He was like, even though everyone else and the reports and the news and this, that, and third, he goes, I'm not doing that. The Raiders aren't doing that. This is what we're doing. If you watch it back, it's only like 8 minutes. That's exactly what he says. You know what I mean?
If he goes 3 and out, if we get 3 possessions in the first quarter, and we don't score anything, I would put whoever.
That looks bad because that looks bad on AP as well, though. Because he
better get ready to pack his fucking locker and get out of there too.
Yeah.
If you want to keep this job, like that you're not really serious about keeping the job because you're not actually not looking at any like winning the games, and you've seen the look on some of these players' faces in the last game. But like, if it looks like that for another quarter or two, like halftime, like that's 8 straight quarters, and you're still like, we don't score any points or anything like that, then, bro, that's not good.
Was it a mistake firing Mick Lombardi, not giving him a shot to call plays?
No,
you
would have worse. You would have worse.
What I'm saying is that like the play caller was not Mick Lombardi, is what I'm saying. The play caller was McDaniels, and you got that guy out the building. The guys part of that making a decision on the football team was also gone in Ziegler. But then a guy like Mick Lombardi, he was more of a placeholder. He was a guy that like probably collected game film for McDaniels, but you know what I mean? But at the end, he was part of creating like a game plan, but was he the guy that was calling the plays? What I'm saying is that, was that a firing that was needed, or was he a guy that was maybe part of the problem? If he was, then I don't care. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
I think Lombardi had a decision to make, and he went with this guy.
I just think all of this plays into the simple fact that all of that plays against AP, and that's the bad part.
I'll go back to New England. I'll go back to New England where they love me over there for what I do.
Yep.
First couple games look good and all, but bro, when you're on a 3-game losing streak and then you score 0 points off of a bye, that's really, really bad for your interview, what so-called say your evaluation, because this is all an interview for him. Like, so to say, dog, and it's like that part looked really, really bad. Dog.
But Gabe, I think he cleaned up. I think he cleaned up the decision, the head coaching decision making, like, going for it on 4th down with some issues. We're always gonna go back and forth with that shit. You know what I mean? Going for it, the aggressive way he was at that game, going for it on 4th down, but it didn't matter because then after that you went 3 and out, and you still didn't get no points. But
and I agree. Not to cut you off, I agree with that 100%. I noticed that as well. Like, he was going for it on 4th down beginning the game, but also, you know what I like too? He adjusted to the game as well. He wasn't going for 4th down when the game was 0-0 going into the 4th quarter. Like, he was playing smart. He knew it was a defensive game, but at the end of the day, I thought O'Connell kind of got him as far as coaching wise. Like, I think he got him a little by making that adjustment with Nick Mullins. But the thing is, we didn't have that in our back pocket. We didn't have a Nick Mullins in our back pocket. We had a Jimmy G who's probably confidence and game at this point is not going to do anything for the Raiders. He got happy feet back there. So he's just a walking interception to happen. Well, he was literally in the top 5 in interceptions for how many games, and he wasn't even playing as a starter. So that dude is not going to be the answer. Hoyer's throwing pick 6 left and right because that ball is hanging. It's just hanging there for a cornerback to pick. So, at the end of the day, like
it's gonna be an ugly game tomorrow, though.
It's gonna be this. It could be
because Thursday games are usually like that, regardless. And then the injury aspect to this game added to this game on both sides, and then it's like both teams are struggling on offense. Like I think that the Chargers are coming off of a 6-0 win like 2 weeks ago off of to the Patriots too. Like that, like both offenses are just struggling, and it's just like, damn, dog. Tomorrow we could be in for another fucking one like
to answer your question, Pharaoh, was you went by the game plans thing. I was thinking that last drive we had when AOC, threw the pick, so quickly was to get up there because he still had time. We still had timeouts. Let Carlson tie it up. Our defense is playing well. Shut him down, and then Carlson will win it for us again. I didn't think he had any confidence in our offense at all. Just get it up there to where Carlson could kick a 50-something, maybe a 60, just to try to win the game.
Yeah, it was just bad offense.
Sometimes you got to do that. Says that, fuck, we got one of the best field goal kickers. Okay, let's try to do something with it.
The times you did see them make like a couple of like they got past the 50 and all that shit, like you said, penalties, a fumble. You know what I mean? It's just like a drop balls, like from that big the one from Tucker. You know what I mean, on the sideline, that was on a third down. The one from Mayer up the middle, that was a big third
fumble.
Down.
Renfro's fumble was fucking.
All of those things, added to like that shit, which
that's been an issue for him for a while now. Renfro's fumble. He's just too little.
So, what do you guys think overall tomorrow, though? Like, how do you see tomorrow playing out there? So, like, I'll just say prediction time, so we could just, because we went 2 hours and that we even started late. Damn, we're going late. But, yeah,
I'll go first, bro. I'll do the short, quick. I think it's gonna be a Carlson game. That's what I think. I think there's no just by me saying the AOC is what he is, and it's gonna be a field goal game. Defensive game again.
You see us winning or not being able to pull it off? What do you think? What do you think? Because I mean, at this point, we gotta like the way we.
Let's just say I hope we win, bro. Let's say I hope we win.
Even though last week I turned around and said it was going to be the highest scoring game that we've ever had, I was wrong. So I think I'm going to be a little bit more realistic. I'm going to go 13-6. I'll go 13-9. 13-9 Raiders. Touchdown and 2 field goals.
13-9 Raiders. Okay.
I'm going to go 9-6. I'm going to go 9-6. 9-6.
Watch them drop 40.
With a new offensive coordinator. Hey, with a new offensive coordinator, I might see it. They dropped 30 up. Hartman's first game, they dropped 30. So it can happen. New offensive
also, we got to remember 6 sacks.
Surprise.
We got to remember, the first time this guy played against Khalil Mack, it was 6 sacks.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
I'm surprised Khalil Mack ain't on injured reserve. I'm surprised Khalil Mack is not on injured reserve.
He leads the league in sacks, 15.
Khalil Mack?
Yep. He leads the whole NFL in sacks.
This is the thing, though.
6 of them came against the Raiders in one game.
He got 6 against one team. That's like Chandler Jones. Oh, Chandler Jones is going to come in here.
No, but he's had some games. He's had
to lead the league in 15 is pretty damn. And he has 5 forced fumbles. He's on his defensive player of the year type shit again, though.
Yeah, he's playing well, man. Hopefully, come back to the Raiders. Just finish it out.
Come on, Pharaoh. You doing that now?
I wouldn't mind that shit. If he plays
the way he left that was terrible, man.
Hey, who left Pharaoh on, bro?
With our luck, he'll get 2 sacks in 1 year.
Bro, if you put him on the other side of Max, there is no way. Bro, that's dominant.
He had a problem with John Gruden. That's what it was, man. Just come back, man. John Gruden ain't here no more.
But Tyree is playing better. So, like, that's another thing I want to look at tomorrow, because he didn't come out. Like, he's going to have a big role tomorrow because, you know what I mean, that defense, I think, is going to have to keep us in this game pretty much. So, I haven't given my prediction, but, like, I think Tyree will have a big game tomorrow, dog. So I think we're gonna win. Damn, Low took my 13 away. I was gonna say 13.
How many times you said that, bro? How many times have you said that, Gabe?
I said 13. I won't say that they won't be able to put the ball in the end zone at all. I said 13-12.
How many times you said Tyree was gonna have a game of his life?
Hey, he's been playing better. He's been playing good. He had the game of his life last week. Up until this point, he had the game of his life, of his career.
Three tackles, three tackles in one sack.
And a tackle for loss.
That's a game of your life. That's exactly what a number 7 overall pick is supposed to be getting: is 3 tackles and 1 sack.
And a tackle exactly. For loss.
That's it. A defensive tackle.
Perfect draft.
No, but that's
throwing up gang signs, bro. Stop throwing up gang signs at me, bro. What's wrong with you?
Perfect. 0. The best pick ever. Look at Tyree Wilson. Three tackles and 1 sack.
He's gonna get better. He's gonna
MVP of the fucking game right there. MVP of the game. Right
I don't understand why they didn't give it to him, Gravy. See, that's what I'm talking about, Gravy. Big
game ball. You got the game ball.
Game ball.
I think
the Tyree ball.
Even though I know Gravy doesn't like the pick, but I like that he's been improving a lot. So I like Tyree.
No, well, what I'm saying is that we moved them inside. Okay, if we moved them inside and he did so good, why didn't we get the fucking defensive tackle in the first round? If that's what he has to be, he's playing out of position. Next thing you know, he's a pass rusher. He's not a tackle. What is that length and all that?
Even though he played inside a bit last week, though, he still didn't. His predominant role was still on the outside.
I thought he played well last game. No, I thought he played well last game. The one thing that you gotta admit that look. I like someone said in the chat. It's not like he picked himself. You know what I mean? Ziegler picked him at 7, but also, a lot of people say, "Oh, we could have got Jalen Carter," but other teams passed on Jalen Carter, and on top of that, I think that decision came from up top. Like, I think Mark Davis did not want a guy that was in top of I really think so. I really believe that. If y'all don't agree,
situation played a lot on that.
So he said, go ahead and get a guy that's hurt in college already. We got to wait till 3 games into the season to let him play. And then finally in week 15, he plays his best game with 3 tackles and 1 sack.
I think they didn't predict the Chandler Jones to happen. I think Chandler Jones was supposed to be the starter, not Tyree, and Tyree was supposed to smoothly. I get what you're saying. I'm with you, Gravy. I'm with you. I'm like, damn, why are we getting a player that's injured, that's hurt? Like, why don't we just go after a guy that, we could have traded down. You know what's funny? Peter King said he was in the draft room, and if the Cardinals didn't trade up above the Raiders, we would have took the O-lineman. I think it was like Paris Johnson.
Yes. Yeah, Paris Johnson.
Yes.
I would have loved that. But they got outsmarted by the Cardinals. Like they took them in front because they knew that they were going to take them.
Yeah.
And so the next best player on your roster was a hurt player in college. You knew he wasn't going to be there till the shine into the 15th game.
Are we crying over some shit that's not even happening, bro? This is the guy that we got. He's improving. Just accept it.
Nobody thought the guy in front of him was going
to That's why we're playing the way we are now.
Well, we have our defense is number 9, Gravy. Our defense is ranked number 9th in the NFL.
Yeah, and he's part of that.
Hey, man, I think next year, I think he's going to play way better than this year for sure.
Look, put it this way. He's part of the best defense that we've had in over a decade.
A decade. That's 20 years.
He played like 17 snaps, Gabe.
17 snaps.
Those are the best 17 snaps of his career with the Raiders so far.
But still, regardless, it's the best defense that we've had in over a decade.
Collectively, yes.
Collectively.
All right, we know who's the number 1 reason why the defense is good. We know the number 1 reason. It's obviously Max Crosby.
Right.
But
I like the linebacking core.
What's the number 2 reason why the defense is taking? Who's been way better than we've ever seen it?
I think our safeties are good.
You said what?
I think our safeties are playing well.
Morrig and Epps has been a big influence on Morrig.
Spillane and Diablo improved a lot.
Spillane, man. He got better as the season went along too.
He's getting better every game. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. Mike corrected me. 35 snaps. I'm sorry.
There you go. So that's double.
3 tackles.
That's double the snaps.
Oh shit.
3 tackles.
Building to another one.
Shout out D-Menace, bro.
D-Menace in the building.
Yeah,
Lo, I can line you up. I can line you up in the middle of the goddamn right over the center, and you'll probably get 3 tackles.
Yeah, I probably would, bro. But big low or this low? Big low all day, bro.
Sick low, dehydrated low. I don't care what you got. You go over there and get 3 tackles. Maybe not a sack, but
D-Menace.
You say 3 tackles?
I think the main thing though that played the biggest part on Tyree though was the Chandler Jones going crazy, bro. Like nobody expected that shit.
No one expected that, man.
Expected him to play maybe because I know there was people talking about him. Damn, like questioning his playing ability still, like. But like you know, they were still that he was still a good run defender. Chandler Jones and shit. So either way, Chandler Jones was still gonna play a big part. But nobody expected him going crazy like that. Like that shit was. But
I will say though that was a terrible pickup by the Raiders. That was a terrible pickup. Chandler Jones, man. That signing.
Check this out. Overall, with McDaniels and Zeke,
it didn't work year 1. I'm not talking about year 2 because you can't predict that. But year 1, like.
But I think his bad signing is kind of even what pushed them to kind of trying to replace him so quick too with Tyree.
If we wouldn't have got Chandler Jones, somebody would have paid him just like we would have. Because Chandler Jones, believe it or not, no matter how crazy he is, he's a Hall of Famer. So
yeah, but he's not with us. That's the problem.
No, he's not with us.
Yeah, he didn't play like that with us.
That's the problem. Somebody would have paid him that money. Somebody would have got Chandler Jones and did the same thing we did. We're just the ones that did it overly aggressive. Give him too much money.
I mean, Khalil Mack was picked second?
So bad.
Khalil Mack was picked second, and he didn't get his first sack to his 10th game in this rookie season.
Yep.
Yeah.
By that
so
metric,
it's like, and he became defensive player of the year.
You can't compare.
For sure. No, but
that matrix, yeah. He got his first sack by the game 6.
No, but it wasn't the same. You're looking at that. Okay, see, this is where stats sometimes can tell you a story. They can tell you a story. Like Khalil Mack was still he was unbelievable against the run his rookie season. He was good against the run. But he wasn't getting there. He wasn't getting home. But I thought Khalil Mack, his rookie year, you could see that this dude is going to be a great player. Like you could see the talent with Tyree. Game 1, we were complaining about his get off.
Yeah,
he did not look like he should be on the football field.
Progressively, he's getting better.
Yeah, but he missed the entire offseason. He didn't play training camp. That's a rookie, and he's coming back from an injury. I'm gonna give him some time.
I'm gonna give him. He has to come back next year for sure, strong. Because if he finishes off the year strong, which I think I see him playing better for the rest of this year. But and especially if he goes into the offseason, healthy, there should be no excuse at all next season why he shouldn't be like for sure at least like a 8 to 10 sack guy. There should be no reason why not.
Oh my God! Damn, Gabe. Ooh, you dropping? Oh man.
He's getting tired. Like,
wait. So when are you gonna start getting your number 9 jersey? You gonna start wearing that shit too?
No. What I'm saying is that that's not what I'm saying he's gonna get. What I'm saying is that there should be no reason why he shouldn't do that. If he has a whole,
there shouldn't be a reason why he should be doing it now.
He's a rookie. What do you mean? There's no reason why he shouldn't be doing it now?
He got picked 7th. He gets 7th pick in the draft, bro.
Okay. Tell me what other guys? There's guys hurt. There's guys that picked that are in the top 10 that are not even playing. That they got hurt at the beginning of the season.
Richardson, look at Richardson.
Look at Christian Gonzalez. Look at all those guys. Like there's guys that are not even.
You would be telling me this. You would be telling me this right now, Gabe. If I was saying what you just said right now, I don't give a shit about them other teams. I care about who we pick.
Exactly, but exactly that's why I'm saying that
who do we pick?
There's no reason why. There's no reason why
the Raiders picked him.
He shouldn't. I'm not saying that that's what he's going to get next year, 8 to 10 sacks. But there's no reason why, if he has a whole offseason that he's healthy, and he was and he looks like the way he looked at least last decent like yesterday or Sunday, There should be no reason why he shouldn't do that with the whole off season, with Max, with learning off of Max, with having a whole off season to get healthy, to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there should be no reason, but like
he should be learning off Max. He should be learning off Max game one.
But to quit on him now, there should be no. I don't see why if I see him getting better, I don't see him getting worse. If I were to see him from game one, if that's the same player I was looking at now, then for damn sure I would still be talking shit. But that's not the same player I'm looking at. That's not the same player I'm looking at, for damn sure.
Yeah,
I look night and day. He's getting off the ball faster. He's better with the run, and he's finally getting sacks. He's third on the team in sacks. That's not saying much because nobody else has sacks, but he's third on the team in sacks with 2.5.
Hey, look. Let's. All right, so Gravy's
with 4 games to go. So what if he ends the game with 5? What if he ends this season with 5? Because what I'm saying is that he's playing better now.
That's a good point.
If he ends this season with 5, so who's to say that he can't do that, duplicate it next year? He's getting better. He ain't getting worse.
Dude, if I go to that Denver game and Tyree Wilson has 5 sacks by then, I'll take you and your family to fucking dinner.
You're taking
not 5 sacks by then. I'm saying by the end of the season, by the end of that game.
Hey, no, look. Let's look at the 2022
any restaurant you want to go to
that were picked in the top 10. Let's look at the 3 passers. I got Aiden Hutchinson, Kevon Thibodeau, and Trayvon Walker, who went number 1, and just see what their numbers were, their impact. Year 1.
I can see Tyree getting a sack tomorrow, getting him to 3.5. I'll take that bet.
Trayvon Walker, the number 1 pick in the draft, had 3.5 sacks.
Go to Ramsey's.
He's putting stick down tomorrow, though. I'm telling you that shit.
With that 3 second after the ball snap fucking takeoff, yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, he's looking a lot better than from game 1. That's for sure.
He likes being in his stance, just like Aiden likes holding on to the ball.
No, I haven't seen that shit.
Jonathan Jonathan Studios in the chat just mentioned Kevon Thibodeau, who got 4 sacks last season. So
and now look at him.
Slow
start, but now he's
talking a lot of shit about Thibodeau. Mm-hmm. People were talking a lot of shit about Thibodeau's rookie season last year, how he played, and he was coming off of an injury as well, with coming off from Oregon because he had that big surgery coming off of from his senior season, and so he had the same type of situation, and this year, what is he like? 13 sacks or 12 sacks in the end. So he's one of the more productive defensive ends in the league. So it's like I'm just saying I see him getting better. If I was to see him the same shit that I seen in game 1, I'd be on that same thing. Like that, I was one talking shit. I was like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
So let me ask you a question: do you see any improvement with this kid?
Have he proved it to me? Yes.
No. I'm asking you at this point right now. Have you seen any improvement of Tyree Wilson from when he first started playing to this point right now?
$1 million question.
At all? Yes or no?
$1 million question.
Nope. Not to be where he was.
What are you smoking, dog?
I've always told you that he's good against the run. I've always told you that he's good against the run. I've always said that.
Right.
But pass rusher is what he is.
Okay, but he got most of his 2.5 sacks on passes, not rushing.
Hey, for as much as we talked about Kuntz that he's been doing good this year and all shit, Tyree has more sacks than him.
Word.
But
how many snaps?
Kuntz is Kuntz
a good run stopper. Kuntz, I think.
Well, yeah, he's been hurt fucking 14 games of the season. He's gonna have less.
No, I think Tyree played every game this season. Did he miss one game? Did he miss a game?
He don't play as much snaps as.
You know what? That's a good.
I'm just saying, Kuntz has looked good at times, and he's looked overpowering. He just hasn't got to the quarterback. But it's just like I like Tyree's improvement, not to the point where it's justifying the 7th pick. But what I'm saying is that I think there's stuff that played against him this year, and which I think it's justified that the way you feel about like, okay, like fuck, he should be doing this shit right now. But I think those shits played against him, right? Which we can't do nothing about no more. Like his injury, he came in injured. He came into training camp late, which and then the Chandler Jones situation. But I do see him getting better, which I think with the offseason, there should be no reason why, because at number 7, that's the only thing that's going to justify it. If next season he could come in and be that type of guy, like a Thibodeau type of guy, that's the only thing that's going to justify it. But I think that's when we could really, be like judged, like real crucial on him. Like, be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You had a whole offseason.
I don't think
Kuntz has started. Check this out, Gravy. Kuntz has started since in the place of fucking Chandler Jones, right? He has fucking 19 solo tackles and 2 sacks and 1 forced fumble, right? Tyree is fucking hasn't started every single game. He's played in every single game, limited snaps. He has fucking 8 less tackles, bro, and a half a sack more. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's that improvement. So, even though we're sitting there saying that and basing
I'm not comparing Tyree Wilson to Kuntz.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Was Kuntz a 7th pick overall in the draft? Was Kuntz a 7th pick overall in the draft? I think he was a free agent.
Yeah, he was.
No,
I don't think so. Let me see real quick.
Well, he was a low pick.
So basically, what Gravy's saying right now, as of right now, he doesn't think that he's good. He don't think he's a good player right now. And what Gabe is pretty much saying is like he's projecting with Tyree. Like it's about like his potential. You're talking about his potential. And to be honest with you, both of you guys are right. Like right now, Tyree Wilson is not playing like a starting, caliber pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we understand that part, but also the potential is there. It's still there. It's not. He's on a rookie deal. Like he's not going nowhere. So, there's a chance.
I know that, Farrell, and I know that, Farrell. But what I expected from this kid, when I found out that he was hurt, and then he didn't finish, he couldn't finish. He didn't play in his bowl game, and he missed like 5 games at the end of the season. That he was hurt in college, and we knew that.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that, and so we picked him still. You know what I mean? There was a plethora of other players that we could have got that would have made our team better. A sudden impact. 7th pick in the draft needs to be an immediate impact.
Ziegler,
good or not?
That's Dave Ziegler right there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, but it's just like the AOC thing. Like that's a guy that. He ain't going nowhere, regardless if he ain't gonna be the future. He ain't going nowhere, so I think he's still gonna play a big part. Like I think that's why these games are still important for him, because he can still develop into, I think, a good backup if we do bring in a guy in the first round. But it's just like I just think that's with all of these guys. I think they're gonna play a big role regardless. But I think Tyree. It's just there's more. Of course, there's more on the line because he was the 7th pick. But I think that the next year will be the year that we could really like judge him on this year, because it's just like if I don't see any big improvement next year, like it has to be a big jump, because like you guys are saying, he doesn't look like a starting, 7th overall pick guy type of guy. But if he can make that jump, then. Or if he can't make that jump, then I think we have more of a.
If he makes that jump, then I'll give him his praise, bro. I'll give him his love.
You know what the Raiders' issue is with McDaniels and Ziegler? That regime, you know what that issue is? They're too aggressive, way too aggressive with their moves. Every move they made was so aggressive. They re-signed Darren Waller. They re-signed Derek Carr. They re-signed Hunter Renfrow. What now looks like a bad contract because we're using the player. And we're not really getting too much production out of that player that's taking that much cap space as a slot receiver. And then you look at the draft picks. Look at Gravy just said, why did you take a risk? That's a high risk to take on a injured player. Why are the Raiders making those types of picks? Yeah. The Raiders should be the last team to be taking that type of risk. Like, you need to go get a Gonzalez was on the board. He's looking like he might be a good player in this league. I think he got hurt with the Patriots early on, but like Gonzalez, man, he had some good games against some starting caliber receivers, number one receivers.
And we needed a corner. We needed a corner bad.
And corners are a high value position because they get paid a lot of money, and you get that on a cheap rookie deal. Imagine having Gonzalez on a rookie deal.
Yeah,
he is hurt. But early on, he looked like the real deal.
Oh, even DJ Turner looked good. DJ Turner looks good this year.
Yep.
Yo, you're agreeing with me then. You're agreeing with me then.
I can't say Witherspoon.
I'm saying overall. I'm just saying overall that was their issue because they were too aggressive.
I agree with you that he shouldn't have been pick 7.
We've constantly done that.
I agree. No, I agree totally.
And they didn't work out too, for the most part.
But what I'm saying is that, like, I'm not going to judge him like as harshly, because just because of the situation that he was brought into. But it's not his fault. Like we said, he's not the guy that picked himself. You know what I mean? So it's like he was picked there, and I think he still has that ceiling that he could become that because he has all the attributes. He has the speed. He has the he can't get off the ball. It doesn't show like getting off the ball. It's starting to show a little bit more, but it needs to improve. That's one thing for sure. But the ceiling is there. Can he get there? That's the thing, and he needs to make that jump next year. So that's when I'll more judge him next year. So I'm just saying. Basically, what I'm saying is just like I'm willing to give it more time for next year because at this point it's like just because of the cards that he was dealt, which I know it sounds like an excuse, and it is an excuse, but it's just like he was brought in. That's the cards he was dealt. He was out for injury. You know what I mean? And How long
did we wait for Clelin Ferrell to develop? Is he still developing too, Clelin Ferrell?
Clelin Ferrell's skill set is not the same as Tyree Wilson.
He's still
you guys are talking about some crazy ass shit, so I'm out of here, bro. I gotta go to sleep. I have to be up at 5, bro. So y'all tripping talking about Clelin Ferrell, man. Fuck Clelin Ferrell.
But he was supposed to be this and that.
I know what you're doing, Gravy. Just stop it, bro. I'm cool. It's over. We're gonna be here tomorrow. Just stop. You're just egging on some shit that doesn't even need to be fucking said.
I just want to be proven wrong.
Let him fucking grow, and that's
prove me wrong. I just want to be proven. Prove me wrong, Tyree Wilson. Prove me wrong, Tyree Wilson.
We're gonna end this fucking show.
You got to do better. You got to do better than
he just messing around, man.
You got to do better. You got to do better than 3 tackles and 1 sack, and you're playing better game. Tyree Wilson is fucking comeback trail because he got 3 tackles and 1 sack. He's a star now.
Now you're just throwing numbers out there. Stop it. You go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep, guys.
Look at the stats. Look at the stats. How many tackles he got and 1 sack?
Anyways,
I'm not a stat guy.
I gotta go. I gotta take off, bro, because I gotta be up hella early, bro. So
well, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, you guys can talk about it all night, but we'll be live. I'm gonna be live tomorrow after and post, right? Gabe, we're gonna be live tomorrow.
Yeah. GG&P show. GG&P show.
There it is. No more low. There you go, Ferrell. You can take over. I'm good.
Low needs to go meet me.
No, I gotta be up at 5, bro. So.
But yeah, that's just. It's just I'm just waiting till next year. That's basically it. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, you guys, everybody have a good night, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow too. Gabe, you can let everybody know and stuff like that. So
for sure, man. For sure.
Pleasure, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, man. We'll see you guys.
You're gonna play COD right now. See, Raiders. I would tell you already. You're gonna play COD right now for about an hour. I'm gonna go get us go to school.
But yeah. So fuck it. Yeah, man. That's it, man.
Get off that.
I did give my prediction 13-12. But yeah, man, shit. We're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna be live tomorrow. Just a quick, and the one before the game is gonna be just like a quick one because it's gonna start at 4:20. So it's just gonna basically be the game starts at 5, like around 5 o'clock, like 5:15. So it's basically just gonna be a quick 45-minute, just pre-game show. You know what I mean? Just see who's active because there's still a lot of people questionable. You know what I mean? We fucking just. See who's active for tomorrow's game. Devontae's questionable. Max is questionable. You know what I mean? So there's
what's wrong with Devontae?
I guess he got sick. I guess he didn't practice today. He's had an illness.
He broke his hands. He broke his hands. He just can't catch no more. No, I'm messing with you.
He had an illness. But yeah, that's so we're gonna be live tomorrow, pre-game, and then post-game. We're gonna go right after the game. Just a quick one too, like just basically we'll see how if they bounce back or you know what I mean. If it's just another. If
they win, it's gonna be a long show. If they lose, it's gonna be real quick.
All eyes on G, man. Yeah, I shouldn't even said that out loud, man. Yeah, I was playing around. I'm not going with it, man. I don't want that to happen. For sure.
But sure, man. Yeah, tomorrow just catch us there. We'll be live on on both channels, all 3 channels, dude. All the channels you see basically at the bottom of the right there. You know what I mean? Coach Gravy, Raider Gay, right there, Raider Nation Live. So we'll be live tomorrow 4:20, and then right at direct. Pretty much right after the game. So Pharaoh, you doing anything, man?
Not tomorrow. I should be going live on Saturday. I'm gonna be enjoying the game. But yeah, man. I like when the Raiders win, but also the draft, man. I want the Raiders to get their franchise QB, and
that's the number one.
Whoever, I want it to be this draft, and priority. The best way to make that happen is if the Raiders can get. Let's be honest. Like,
that's question. Who's your guy though? What's the guy that you see right now?
Man, I think everybody's favorite quarterback right now. I was watching the pivot, man. Hey, that Jaden Daniels dude, he's going on me. It's a guy that I like for sure. But man, Caleb Williams' talent just obviously screams off the football field. Like, but the off the field stuff just makes you think like. He needs to go to a perfect situation with his personality. I feel like,
not the Raiders.
Yeah, but then his talent is crazy. He's still the number one QB. He's still the number one QB. Come on now, he's still the number one QB. What do you guys think of Drake May?
I like Drake May.
Like Drake May out of North Carolina, man.
Hey, fucking that dude. He has a true fucking. He could get out of the pocket. He could throw on the run. Dude can make all the throws. I like Drake May, dog. Like like film wise, what I've seen wise, like him and Jaden Daniels put out probably the best film. Like, but
he's a big quarterback too. He's a big quarterback, 6'4", 225. Like,
but Caleb is one of those guys. Like I put him like.
We need a big arm guy. We need a guy with a big arm, accurate guy.
You got that. You got that. So. Yeah, man, whoever it is, man, hey, at the end of the day, it's not just about getting the guy, it's also about developing them.
Yeah.
So we need to have that.
Bring in the right coach.
Yeah, we got to bring in the right coaches so they can make they can coach up the right player. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
We need to get that line. We need to get that line to protect that kid too.
That's the
facts. Invest in the trenches. That's a good investment.
That's what we were talking about last week. That's the number one priority. Trenches
and that's what I mean about McDaniels and Ziegler being too aggressive. Why didn't they invest in the trenches last year? But they decided to give Myers. He's not a bad player, but they decided to get Myers a good contract, a good enough contract. But yeah, man, I want to hold you, man. It's that time. You know what I mean? Hey, man, it's been a great conversation.
Thanks for coming on, Phil.
Oh man,
coming on, Phil.
Good conversation. I'm gonna be checking my picks too.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hell yeah, for sure. We're
gonna slide through next Wednesday. See how you did, bro.
For sure.
We say all the scores from we say all the records from the next next week. We'll say all the records from this week. So, and we'll give you a shout out for sure, man. You know what I mean? Shit. Well, I'll send you the link, whatever, man. Shit,
send me the link, and then if I'm free, I can make it. If not, you know what I mean. It's still good, no matter what. Just let me know.
For sure, man. Hell yeah, man. Hey, everybody that's still here, man. You know what I mean, and been here for the whole time. Thanks, man.
Mike D, you're hilarious.
Yeah, I know. He's working that graveyard. He shit. Just put it on replay, Mike. Put it on replay, Mike.
You got nothing to do, man. Take that view, Mike. The 10 views in a row right there.
Shit, it's 3 hours. Fucking put it on replay. That's another 3 hours right there. Now, bam.
Hey, man, 3 hours of good content, man. It's good conversation.
There you go, bro. Yep. Nah, but thanks everybody that was here, man. Just press the like, whatever, man. Just leave a comment too, whatever, man. Just like we say, man. Leave comments, whatever. Just any topics you guys want to listen, hear about, whatever, man. Just anything that just who you guys think is best to draft or whatever, man. So yeah, man. Everybody. Shout out to everybody. D Menace, bro, for sure. Hell yeah. Thanks for everything, man. Fucking
the railroad.
But yeah, man. Another smokeout hour, man. Thanks for everybody. But Raiders Nation for life. Hopefully get that dub tomorrow. Peace out.
Sir. All right.
For sure.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
Yes, sir.